Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Downtime with Downstar, episode 165. And today we are here with Ghost Boy Aki. Aki, what's up, BB?
Yo, what's up, man? What's going on? Downtime with Downstar.
Not much, man.
Glad to be here, bro. Glad to be here.
It's
I wish this could have been done in person, but the way of the world now.
Yeah, no, definitely, dude. It's kind of been beneficial, because if you're into podcasting, your best thing is to get the best audio, best video that you can. But when everything changes to like Skype, it makes it so much easier for me because it's not like I'm putting out bad content. If like Joe Rogan, they're doing Skype interviews and stuff, so it's actually helped me connect with a lot of people that I wouldn't be able to logistically, and you being one of them. I've been wanting to pod with you for shit. Even before Downtime with Downstar.
Yeah, we've attempted it. Before we start, I just want to give a huge shout out to all my gunners that are listening right now. I want to emphasize on how much I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for your loyalty. I am nothing without you. I love you. I need you. I want you. I just want to get that out of the way. I do not want to forget the people that helped me grow and succeed. My gunners, if you're listening right now, I love you so much. Thank you for your loyalty.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
what's up. To get that out of the way.
Do you have the volume up on your end kind of high?
Yeah. You want me to lower it?
Just a little bit. There's a little feedback.
1, 2,
yeah, that
3.
Right there's cool.
This is good?
Yeah, that should be cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, sometimes I was just hearing a little feedback, but it's all good. But yeah, big shout out to the Gunners, man. They definitely have your back for sure, and it shows.
Yeah.
Especially in so many situations where it didn't seem like anybody had your back, but these people.
Yeah. Complete strangers, man. That believed in the same vision as me, and I guess their judge of character seen that I believed in them also. So they said, hey, you know what? We're going full force with this movement, and we're staying 10 toes down with this guy. And I've never misled them. I've never misled them. And it's a lot of responsibility, bro. It's a lot.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Especially when maybe you're still going through different phases in your life, and you have to learn how to navigate that, and then still have a following behind you, and hope that you're going in the right direction with things and leading them down the right path.
Yeah, I try to teach them like loyalty, honor, respect, self-respect is the most important thing that we, having self-respect is the most important thing into the movement. You know what I mean? Also having the respect of people that you somewhat appreciate. It's a real touchy subject that we have like an understanding about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Now you talk about loyalty and honor and respect. Where did you learn those values at?
Oh man, I'm blessed to be an '80s baby. You know what I mean? I was born in 1985, and my mom owned a grocery store, and real hardworking woman. And around that neighborhood, it was a little bit of, I was in the ghetto, I was in the hood, and around that neighborhood, I had some older gentlemen. I've always hung out with older people, and I've always picked up like some small gems from them. And they instilled that into me. You know what I mean? The loyalty, the honor, the tattletaling thing. It's just like, a real upbringing happened during that time. In Yonkers, New York, obviously. And that's what I try to instill onto my gunners, because most of them are young. My demographic is 18 to 25.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just mold them into having respect, honor, and stand for something,
Yeah, definitely, man. So before we get into everything, can you just give us people a quick breakdown of who you are and what you do?
Yeah, my name is Ghost Boy Aki. I live in Yonkers, New York. I have a small garage. I build cars. I influence. I motivate. I have a YouTube channel. I have an Instagram page. I have a company. and I just take care of the people that take care of me. That's it. I don't try to make anyone else in the world happy besides the people that believe in me, and that's the way that I run my life. That's
Gotcha.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's dig into it. Did you grow up in Yonkers?
Well, I was born in Amman, Jordan.
Okay.
I got to Patterson, New Jersey when I was about 3 or 4 years old. I went to kindergarten there, and then we moved to Yonkers, New York, Carroll Avenue when I was about 5, 6 years old. Uh, and then ever since then, I've just been living in Yonkers. You know what I mean?
How'd you guys end
Yeah.
up going from Jordan to Patterson, New Jersey?
My mom had gotten a visa to come to this country, and obviously for better living. I
Mhm.
mean, Jordan is beautiful. My country's beautiful. It's just, people want more. You want more for your children. You want more for yourself. We always want more. And she figured the best opportunity she would have is my mom. My mom needs to have someone find her and make a movie about her because she has the most incredible story I've ever seen in my life, ever, ever. My mom got here with me, my other sister. I'm the oldest of five. At that time, when we moved to America, it was only um, it was only me and my sister, my father and my mother.
Okay.
And my mom got here on a visa with $100 that my grandmother gave her.
Mm.
And some way, somehow, we crashed into an attic from another a friend that got a visa here, and we were cramped up. I would say 7 to 8 people in the attic, and it's a crazy story. This is how we got to Yonkers, New York, Frank. Crazy. It's just the way that the stars line up.
Yeah.
Um, my father saw a closet downstairs that they were throwing away out of the building. My mom told him, I want that closet. We need it. Like, we can put all the children's stuff in there.
Hmm.
My dad's like, oh, this is too heavy. I'm, I can't pick this up. My father asked a couple of his friends that he met in New Jersey, in Patterson, to help him bring the closet up. Now, we're flat broke. My dad's driving a cab. My mom's staying at home with us two, and we have no money. We're barely eating. The closet, they finally get it up there. A couple of weeks go by, a couple of months go by. Me and my sister are playing hide and seek. I'm inside the closet. She catches me. I get so scared, I jump. When I land down, I break the closet. Like, it had like a little wooden board.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Break the closet, break the wooden board, get out. I just see a stash of money.
No shit.
I swear to you on my two children, may I never see them again. I see a big ass, a whole bunch of money. I know what money is, but I don't know the value of it. I call my mom. My mom runs to the room, and she goes, "What happened?" I said, "Ma, look, I broke the clock." I'm so scared. When she seen the money, her eyes like, bro, $10,000.
Whoa.
$10,000. She got the money. A couple of months later, or a couple of weeks later, we moved to Yonkers, New York, to a 2 bedroom apartment.
Dude,
And
that's wild.
I literally saved my family's life
From being a badass kid.
from being a badass kid. Just fall upon this blessing, man. And my dad had the biggest fight with my mom about this closet. Oh my God, no, I can't. It's too heavy. She just kept telling them we need it, and they brought it up, and that it was $10,000, man. And we moved to Yonkers, New York. My mom got a job, so it started from the $10,000, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, my dad was like a gambleaholic,
Mm,
so he would figure out card games. He'd go screw up all our money.
gotcha.
So my mom took some of the money and she just held on to it. She got a job cutting cold cuts
Mm,
at a deli. So her job was just to cut cold cuts at a deli. And Make a long story short, from cutting the cold cuts, she bought the grocery store she was working in. From buying the grocery store, she bought the building that was on top of the grocery store.
Wow.
42-unit building, 3 storefronts. From there, she bought 3 other apartment buildings, a $750,000 house, all from that one deli. And all my friends that are watching right now that know me personally are smiling right now because that's exactly what happened. My mom is like the craziest hustler ever, bro. She got deported in 2005, October 5th. She was collecting Section 8, which is like welfare. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it on the West.
Yeah.
And one of the tenants moved out. Like, she's just some crackhead lady that moved to Florida. But my mom was still cashing in the Section 8 checks. My mom had no idea she was missing. My mom doesn't need to see you when you have Section 8.
Yeah.
My mom cashes the checks. It was right after 9/11. So being an Arab Muslim in this country was real sketchy.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my father divorced. My mom and my dad got a divorce in 2000.
Okay.
2001 is 9/11.
Yeah.
So my dad was so bitter because he was a rock, you know. He had no vision. So long story short, my dad reports my mom and says my mom's been sending money to my country to support terrorism.
Wow.
My mom, and anyone that knows my mom knows, like, I think that generation of our moms are real, you know, they're real cheap.
Yeah.
You know, our parents basically are like, oh, you could live off 1 pair of sneakers a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it happened, my mom was like, do you guys know who I really am?
Yeah.
Like, I count the toilet tissue to make sure I get 1,000 sheets. You know what I'm saying? My mom is cheap as fuck, dude. Anyway, my mom gets deported. I liquidate. I get a power of attorney in her name. This is at 18 years old.
Uh-huh.
I get a power of attorney in her name, and I'm in charge of over $9 million in real estate at 18 years old with 4 siblings.
Wow.
4 siblings. And now my sisters are teenagers. I'm 18. So teenage girls in New York. I said, Ma, I can't handle this. Like, I can't do this. She goes, okay, listen, liquidate everything. Send me the money. I'm going to start building over here. So, dude, my mom is beyond set. And I bring her up now, and I emphasize on her story so much because she's the most amazing woman I've ever met. You know what I mean? Resilient, 5 children. And I mean, this is an Arab woman to me, my mom is beautiful. And she had to deal with like sexual harassment, you know, cops, city inspectors, you know, because when you got buildings, man, you know, you got to you got to know the right people.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what the fuck was going on. You know what I mean? I can only imagine. But I love my mom so much. I'll never have another one. And I appreciate her for giving me all of this hustle, too.
I love it, man. So she's back in Jordan now?
Yeah, she's back in Jordan, and she doesn't want to come back. She's living a peaceful life there. She has a beautiful home, 7-bedroom home, 5 bathrooms, and it's her and the maid. Because all my sisters came back here. They got married in Jordan, and all my sisters and my brother came back here. So while I was liquidating all of the real estate and sending her the money, I also sent my sisters and my brother there while I took care of business. And then eventually my sisters came back with their husbands, and now they're living a successful life here. And my brother's doing great. And I never really get to talk about my siblings, like even with my gunners and everything. So this is probably super new to them. And that's it. Yeah, my mom owns a bunch of real estate there. She goes traveling throughout the world besides America. She's not allowed here. But yeah, that's my mom.
So
That's my mom.
when everybody was gone, they were all in Jordan. Where was your pops at?
Well, my dad, so there was a building that I was selling for about 1.7 million. It was one something Stanley, I forget. And when we were doing the closing cost, a lien came up, so we couldn't do the closing. We're like, you know how long lien closings happen. It takes almost 30 to 45 days.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting 45 days to sell this building. We got a buyer, the lawyer, the meeting, the accountant, everyone's there. The bank is there. And mind you, my dad is the reason my mom is deported. We're at the closing, and the lawyer on the buyer's end says, "Hey, we have a problem. There's a lien on the property. We got no deal." "Oh, who's the lien for?" Blah, blah, blah. It's my dad's name, $480,000.
Hmm.
So my lawyer says, "Listen, it's either we fight this in court for a couple of years, but there is a lien. He has the proper paperwork, or you can pay him the money now."
Hmm.
So I call my mom the day of the closing and I say, "Look, XYZ is happening. We can't sell the property." She goes, "Fuck him. Give him the money. It won't last him." So I write him a check. So remember, I had a POA from my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I write him a check I write my dad a check at 19 years old for $480,000. Give him the money. He ruined it in a year.
Wow.
He bought a pizzeria and a grocery store. Put both of them in his cousin's name. I don't know why. And then his cousin kicked them out of both businesses.
Karma.
And my mom prays for him. You know what I mean? My mom prays for him.
So,
But that's where my dad was this entire time too.
so you 18, 19, probably not the best relationship with your dad, your mom, and your sisters and your brother. They're gone. What is your life like at that age?
Trying to do this racing thing. So I had my first Honda Civic at 15 years old, 16 years old. I was a golf caddy. I was making some decent money caddying. In an average of a summer at 15, 16, 17 years old, I was making $27,000 to $30,000 a summer.
Wow.
Carrying golf bags. Yeah, for the 25th ranked golf course in the world, Quaker Ridge in Scarsdale, New York. And I had enough money that I didn't have to ask my mom. My mom, like I told you, my mom was real cheap. So she wasn't buying me whatever I wanted. Once I got my job, I was able to get all the sneakers, all the nice clothes, and a car. So I bought a 94 purple EX coupe single cam, and I thought it was the greatest thing in the world.
And that was when you were 15?
15 going on 16. I just got a driver's permit, and in New York you need someone with a driver's license to drive with you. So I lost my license at 16 too, and my permit, because I wasn't driving with anyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 15 years old, you get the car, but were you already into cars and into Hondas? When did that start?
So I'm pretty sure everyone around the world has heard of Hunts Point Racing. It's like a real big thing in the Bronx where everyone meets on the weekends. It's actually some of the Fast and Furious is based off some of that racing in Hunts Point.
From Ralphie, right?
From Ralphie DRT and Angel at I don't want to forget this real big Volkswagen guy. It's a shop in Yonkers. He's literally 3 minutes away.
Okay.
It's based off of Angel and Ralphie DRT, and basically that's where the racing was happening. So my brother, I called him my brother, James, had a CRX 1991 silver with TSW 17s on it. So we thought we were the greatest in the world. He takes me one night to Hunts Point, and then I just fell in love. Just flat out fell in love. the adrenaline, the cops coming, running from the cops, getting in the car, finding a new spot to race for 20, 30 minutes. Cops come there, go to spot B, go to spot C, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, go home.
So that was your first intro into Hondas, was going out to this meet?
Going out to street races in Hunts Point was my initial meeting with racing. Yeah.
Now, how did you meet your buddy James?
So I call him he's my brother. When my mom owned the grocery store, he lived across the street, and we just kicked it off. He was, like I told you, I always hung out with older people.
Yeah.
So James was 3 or 4 years older than me, and he just took me under the wing. You know what I mean? I remember I was bullied a lot as a kid. So I got my ass whooped every day, and they all took turns on kicking my ass all the way until I got to about 15 years old. And then I just snapped. So I just went like on this rage of trying to find everybody that used to bully me, and I just fucked them up. Yeah.
The final destination?
You know what it was? I was a chubby kid. I started to thin up a little bit. You know, puberty was kicking in. And then James, you know, always slap boxing with me, taught me some shit. And I just came to the block one day. I was getting beat up in front of my store, bro. In front of my mom. Like, my mom would come out like with a broom and like, yo, why you don't leave my son alone? And then one day I think I got into 2 fights that day. I just walked up to 2 of the kids that used to bully me. I was like, yo, what's good? Oh, what the fuck you doing? What's up? They'd beat me up, and then we'd act like nothing happened. You know what I mean? That's how it is on the block. And I just started hooking off on them, you know? And then the same day, maybe towards the evening, I found another kid that used to bully me, and then I just hooked off on him too. That's what James taught me too. James was like, always swing first.
Yeah.
They ain't never going to expect it. But yeah, James was my hero, man, and he passed away in a motorcycle accident, and now his mother lives with me. She has her own room. I pay the rent there,
really?
Take care, make sure she's all right. Yeah. She's the only one. He was the only child, and her husband died, so James was everything that she had. So his mother lives with me. She's taken care of. My sisters treat her like gold, and she's part of our family. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. She's great. Yeah.
So when you and James are headed out to the races, he takes you out there. He plants a seed. What was life like after that for you? Did you just go full force into it?
Yeah, because remember when I got there, I was on the sideline watching 2 cars go down the quarter mile with a flag guy. And I was like, yo, I want to be in one of those cars. And I'm 15. No one's going to give me their keys and like go race.
Yeah.
I barely knew how to drive. So when I finally bought my own car, I'd go and practice by myself, like dumping the clutch, preloading. And all the stuff that I watched and I envisioned, like all the stuff I observed when I was on the sideline. And then sure enough, 16, 17, I was there racing. I was there racing my own car. I didn't care if it broke or crashed. It was my car. And yeah, that was it.
So at this time, Hunts Point is probably a staple for out in your area. Who are some of the big names that were out there at that time when you were coming up? Who were the guys that the fast cars, the big names, and maybe some guys that are still around to this day?
There was a few dudes. So there was this one dude named Ramsack, and he was actually one of the first people. He had a Toyota twin cam, SR5, I think, with a 2JZ motor in it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is 2001. 2000 no this is 2002 2003, something like that.
Gotcha.
One of the first in that. And there was another kid that did all Hondas. His name was J-Spec, and we all idolized him. He was actually the only person in this entire city that knew how to do a swap.
J-Spec.
His name is J-Spec. Yeah, Jason.
He lives down.
Yeah, he's a Honda technician down in Florida now.
Got you. Okay.
But he was Honestly, he was my hero. Like I'm his hero now.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
no way.
Yo, it's crazy how life three like completely turns. He idolizes me.
That's
But when I
dope.
was a young kid, I would scrub his toolbox just to be around him, just to pick up the knowledge. And he would allow me to learn a few little things here and there, but he wouldn't give me the full book. And I had to respect that. I can take whatever they can give me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, most importantly, if you guys remember the name, J Spec and Ramsack, two legends.
Dope, man. So you're going out there. When did you actually start racing?
16 going on 17. Once I was able to get that green little ticket that says I can drive, I was going out there trying to win races, and I would win. There was no money involved. It was
Yeah.
just like if you won, you got to come back and race right away. But if you lost, you had to go to the end of the line and wait for like an hour.
Got you. Got you.
So I didn't win much when I was younger. I didn't win much.
And this is racing on the highway?
No, this is it's like an industrial area. Something like you guys got a lot of those
Yeah,
areas in
yeah.
yeah. Jason Parks. Jason, I love you if you're listening. Jason Parks showed me this one area where you guys used to get some real big money runs. It was like an industrial area, and he used to tell me about legends in the Honda world. Dr. Charles.
Wide
Yeah.
ass street?
Yeah, it was a wide street.
Got
It
you.
was a wide street. He said, Dr. Charles raced there. The Bergenholtz brothers raced there. A whole bunch of legends. And then I'm like, and he's like, yeah, I stole my mom's car to come here. And I was like, what? You did that over here? And it was so dope. It was
Hey,
so
Jason's a fucking savage, bro. If you guys haven't listened, we've done 3 podcasts, and then that first podcast, he tells us really how savage he is.
Yeah, he's still a savage, bro.
Yeah, he is.
That is the worst guy to drive in the car with. Like you be a passenger with.
Yeah.
He hits first of all, he floors it every light and he hits the brake the last second. So you're thinking you're about to crash for 300 feet, but somehow, some way, he stops.
I love Jason, man. And
I love him. I love his son. I love his whole crew, man. I love Chris. Listen, man, FCS in California, man. Some of these California people should be fucking ashamed of themselves. The way that they side with other people while you have people in your state.
yeah.
Support them, bro. All because you don't want to show the person in your state love. You buy the same part that's not even as good from someone else. You guys are fucking mutts, bro. Serious, I hate that shit, man.
We'll get into all that stuff, bro, because we have a lot of topics to go over.
Oh, I'm sure.
for
I'm sure. I just did. It's when it comes to Jason Parks and FCS, I take a lot of shit personal because I love him. I love him so much that I'm so afraid of losing his loyalty. That's how much I love him. Because I never ever want to have a falling out with Jason. I pray to God I never do. Because I love him so much.
I think even if you did, and you guys would just have to get on the phone, FaceTime, yell it out, and then that's it. Because Jason's an OG. The way that he handles stuff is like an OG. So if things do go that way, all it would just take is a call and just get yelled at in Korean or something, and then you'll be good. But yeah, I love Jason, man. Great dude. And I think that he's our window from the newer generation to the older generation. He fell in between. So he's seen the OGs coming up, and he was the guy, scrubbing the tools. He always says the shit little kid at the shop, but he was around when the legends were around, when the legends were racing, but he was just younger at that time.
That is such a dope ass analogy you just made. It's so dope because he is like right in the middle. Because now he's taking care of 18-year-old racers.
Yeah, definitely.
When the people that were racing in his era are in their mid 40s.
Yeah. No, yeah. If you divide this Honda community from, the East Coast versus West Coast, and then West Coast, you go down to California, and then SoCal, and then keep going. This stuff originated in SoCal, and I'm
Yeah,
getting these stories from so many of the OGs,
yeah,
and then as that grows, as the OGs, they maybe didn't finish their passion in Hondas, went to do something else. There's
hmm,
very, very few guys that are still around that are
yeah.
still doing it. And, Jason is one of the guys that has been around since the beginning, and he's still in here. And yeah, dude, I feel like he should definitely get a lot more respect in this, for
Oh,
sure.
without a doubt, he's a pioneer in this sport. You know what I mean? He's a pioneer. He's an intelligent man.
Definitely.
He's an intelligent man, and honestly, he talks shit and backs it up with his car. You know what I mean? He puts his money where his mouth is, and I definitely think California needs to appreciate Jason fucking Parks. You
Definitely.
need to.
Yeah, he's come out with so many innovative things, and yeah, just big shout out to Jason, man. Ever since I've met him, he's always been a stand-up dude. I didn't have shit to offer him back in the day. I was a nobody when I met him. He invited me into his home, and ever since then, we've just built a relationship. And I talk to him all the time now, man. And it's just somebody that I look up to, someone that I
I
look
love
up to.
it.
Definitely, man.
Carter's listening.
So, street racing, finally. When did you start noticing that there was an actual culture in the Honda community as far as shops, different race crews, different personalities, rather than it was something just on a Saturday night where you go out and race?
Oh, I didn't know where to get performance parts. So I had to mingle with people and understand where are you getting these parts to go faster than me. And at that time, Full Throttle in Queens and Flushing was was the biggest thing since sliced bread for Honda guys. This is where that listen to me. That little shithole made millions of dollars. It's the smallest thing in the world. I don't 10 people can't fit in there.
Full Throttle in Queens.
Full full throttle Flushing Queens.
Is it still
10
open?
fucking still open.
Really?
Still open. It's still open. Still grinding. Um they were one of the first sellers on like eBay, one of the first in-store places for performance. They must have sold more skunk than skunk. They must have sold more skunk than skunk.
Gotcha.
But I would go there. I would find out where everyone was going. They said there. I would go over there. They were shitty with customer service. They were shitty with sharing knowledge. So you had to figure it out on your own and then buy something. So I would walk in there and just figure out these components from Gran Turismo too. Like that taught you a lot of things
Mm.
too, like intake manifold, exhaust, headers, tires. So I would walk in there basically and be like, "Yo, I have this motor in my car. I need this, but bigger." And then they would provide that part. But yeah, it always starts with a shop, though. It always starts with a shop, and that was it.
You
Yeah.
started going there, getting parts, and when did you start turning into the real street racer, racing for money?
So Hunts Point died. They put speed bumps and speed
Ah,
traps.
when
Yeah.
was that?
This was around 2004,
Got you. Okay.
2004, 2005. From there, we heard about this spot called Avenue P in Jersey. So I got cool with a couple of people in Yonkers. We had our own little crew, and we would go to Jersey on the weekends and race over there. We would race at AFP, and and then that's where I met like Caesar and them, and that's where I met Tootsie Jonathan,
Mm-hmm.
the owner of Tri-State, Palma, Jay. I'm saying these names because they're known. Um, Eggy, Farrell. I met a bunch of dudes that raced. You know what I mean? And they all had faster cars than me. Yeah.
So Hunts Point, how far was that from Avenue P?
An hour.
Got you, got you. So you're racing an hour away, that goes away, and then everybody's like, "Hey, we have this other spot down here." So you and the crew start going out there,
Yep, perfect.
and then
Yep.
you start meeting all of these other names. Who did you?
Yeah.
Let's get to how you ended up racing with High Boost.
Okay. Yeah. I go down there. I meet them. We mingle. You know, and then we go to Englishtown.
Okay.
So I take my white bubble to Englishtown, and I had it was an LSV Tech with a B16 piston on an LS rod with a GSR head, skunk tube bolt on stuff, Type R cams, and a 50 shot of nitrous. So I'm going to the track. I put some BF Goodriches on there, and I'm like, okay, I'm going. I went by myself that time. I just strictly dolo, and lo and behold, I see Caesar, Kirby, Sneeze, and Ed. These are the original founders of aggressive motorsports at
Okay.
that time. And they're like, yo, what's good? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, you here at the track? What you doing? Oh, you trying to run? I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to race, man. I'm like, all right, cool. If you need help, let us know. I'm like, yeah, I'll let you know. I don't want to let them know because I want to race them maybe later on that night and try to take their money.
Mm-hmm.
So they know that. So they're watching from the stands. They're watching me spin. I'm spraying the nitrous in second, blah, 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 blah. So they wait till the last pass. Mind you, I'm stuck at like 13.6 with this car. They wait till the last pass. They come up to me in the lanes and they go, yo, what tire pressure you leaving at? I said, like 27 pounds. They're like, hell no, bro. Drop that shit to 15, 13. I'm like, what? Hell no. No way. No. They're like, listen, when are you spraying the nitrous? I'm like, in second gear. After I get it into second, I spray it. So Caesar goes, yo, I got you. This is what you're going to do. Me and the other guys, we're going to take care of your tires. We're going to bring you to the burnout box, and then I want you to spray it in first gear. I said, yo, you sure? He said, yo, bro, if you don't go faster, I'll pay for whatever you want. I said, yo, bet. I'll take the bet. They put the tires to 12 pounds. I do a second gear burnout. Go to the line, rev it, preload the car, launch, spray it in first gear, shift, third, fourth, finish, go to collect my time slip. 12.2.
Oh shit!
Bro, first of all, I don't even realize. I'm like, what? Hold on. I don't want to go back because I don't want them to be right. Lo and behold, as I'm coming back, I'm screaming in the car. I'm like, oh my God, I just went 12.2. Can you believe it? And they're right there. They're right there where I left like some of my spare parts that I just took out of the car and just left in a little spot. And they're cheering for me. And I'm like, as I'm driving and they're cheering, they're smiling, I'm like, yo, these are my friends, yo.
Wow.
These are my boys. Yo, these are my friends, yo. I get out, I hug them. I'm like, yo, thank you so much, my niggas. I can't believe this, yo. They're like, yo, bro, look, whenever you want, just come by this shop right here, bro. We'll help you out, man. And then we became a family, bro. We became a family, man, and it was the most beautiful thing. It was organic. There was no hidden agendas. They helped me go turbo. I kept going faster. I kept getting my name up in the street. We're racing for fucking thousands of dollars. I'm winning. The shop closes down.
And this was Aggressive Motorsports, you say?
It was Aggressive Motorsports in Hackensack, New Jersey.
Okay.
Farrell was there. Caesar shared a bay next to Farrell, and the shop closed down, and we had nowhere to go.
Now, what do you mean he shared a bay? Were you able to like rent out bays and do your own kind of work there, or how did that work?
So one guy had the shop under his name. because he owned a race car.
Gotcha.
So he always maintenanced the race car, but the shop was so big that he would rent bays to other mechanics.
Gotcha. Okay.
So one bay belonged to Caesar, but Caesar never had tools.
Mm-hmm.
Farrell had all the tools in that box. He still has it. And we became friends. And everything was good, and then the shop closed down, so we had to find a new place. So now Aggressive Motorsports is closed because the guy that owned the car just quit on it. And we found another shop in Hackensack right down the road. It was like a tire. It was like a general mechanic shop. The owner of the shop name was Bill. We ended up getting 2 lifts in there, and we had no name.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, yo, bro, Aggressive is closed. You know, Hector took the name. We not Aggressive Motorsports no more. And I told you they helped me go turbo. So Felix Medina was tuning my car. And this is when the innovative boost controllers were out, where each gear had a button, mm-hmm. and then it would put it into that boost. But you can drive on low boost. So there was a switch. I was the first one with it. There was a switch. I bought it from NB Racing. There was a switch on my dash that said low, high, low boost, high boost.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go to the dyno, you know, obviously be like, all right, turn on the high boost and tune it to high. So now we're sitting in the parking lot. It's me, Caesar, Kirby. I think Ed was there. And they're like, yo, we need to come up with a name, bro. We gotta have it's us now, you know what I mean? It's us. We're by ourselves. And we're like, all right, cool. We're thinking the names. Whose car are we sitting in?
Your hatch?
We're sitting in my hatch. I looked to the left and I wrote on it with a black marker, high/B, low/B.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, what about high boost? They're like, what? Like, yeah, my nigga, like, we want to click high boost, right? We always want to feel high boost. Let's go high boost. Fire. Dope. We start putting it out. B20 VTEC is popping. We putting high boost, high boost, high boost, high boost, high boost, high boost, high boost. I go make the first sticker. I put it on my hatch. High boost. I pick out the lettering, everything. Flawless. Had a dude that was making the stickers. I think his name was Ringo. He used to make the stickers for Technology R in the Bronx. He helped me make the first high boost sticker. And then Caesar eventually started putting division. So it would say high boost, division, all motor. Division,
got you.
Division, all wheel drive, whatever it was. I was never a fan of the division part, but I liked it. It was his implement into the movement, into that name.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then from there, Bill closed down the shop, and then we moved back towards where Aggressive used to be, and then eventually we ended up in Jersey City. Yeah.
And is that the shop that's still around to this day?
Yeah, the one in Jersey City is the shop where Farrell is at now.
Gotcha.
So he's there, he's doing whatever he's doing. And Caesar ended up moving down to Florida. He works for Enemy Creations.
Yeah.
So,
he works for Enemy?
Yeah, he works for Enemy Creations.
Gotcha.
He's a salesman there. He does a good job, man. He does a good job. Yeah.
So the start of High Boost, how many dudes were in it?
5 people.
5 people.
So it was me. It was give or take 5 or 6 people. It was me, Caesar, Sneeze, Kirby, Ed, and a tall white boy named eBay.
Uh-huh.
So Farrell had left Bill's shop. He took his toolbox and he left with some kid named Eggy, and they opened up Jersey City.
Okay.
And we were like, yo, but we don't have tools. He was like, yo, I got to make moves, man. I got to go to a different. We're like, all right, cool. Peace out. We still kept it cordial with him and everything. But eventually, we ended up opening a shop for performance and parts in Jersey City. Yeah.
Now,
so Caesar went there.
Okay. Now, at this time, is Caesar like the leader of High Boost?
It's me and him.
Got you.
It's me and him. It really had no. Me and Caesar were the leaders because we raced the most.
Mm-hmm.
We used to drive for other people because we just had so much wheel. We used to build our cars 6 o'clock in the morning from scratch and be racing at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. From like we were getting it in. Me and Caesar were monsters working together, and him and Farrell taught me a lot. And we're forgetting the V Raceworks part because we eventually also ended up working with V Raceworks for a little bit. We raced a lot for the Bronx. I don't want to cut them out. I ended up going to V Raceworks and building up their store.
Okay.
I gave it brand awareness, and because Jizz and Rob, dope people, good people, they weren't knowledgeable. They didn't know too much about what pistons, what rods, what head gasket, what head studs, what header, what clutch to use. I built that store up to have the name that it's just not looks. You can also get performance. So I branded that store to be a performance store. And eventually, we had like a small falling out. I don't even remember. I've got so much race gas like that burned away my memory. But we had a small falling out. And it was still cordial. And then, we ended up going to Jersey City and opening up a shop with Farrell and Bembe and Caesar. It was 4 of us. We used to pay the rent. Yeah.
Okay, so when you guys have this final shop, you said Jersey City?
Yeah.
Okay, you're at this shop. What is Aki's name on the street?
Oh, I'm killing shit. I'm the best driver alive. At that time, I was taking no L's. I was racing, my turbo car. We went down to North Carolina. We won a championship title down there with my turbo car. The AK-47 was being, the name was coming up for the AK-47. It had the world record for stock motor. We were racing Corvettes, BMW, Civics with the AK-47. Caesar had his coupe, and we had like this dynamic duo of the period and the AK-47. And High Boost's name could have been bigger than Keep Gunnin.
Yeah,
it could have been bigger.
The name was ringing on the streets here. That's how we were familiar with it from Nice One's videos. For people to be racing on the freeway is a very strange concept to people on the West Coast. We have so much places to race out here, so it just didn't make any sense. But going to New York, it made sense.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I want to touch on 2 seconds. That's funny that you say that because every state I visited during this little hiatus, right? Like hiatus I came back from these last 3 years, that's what everyone talked to me about. How did you guys lock the highway?
Yeah. But it makes sense. Since then I've been to New York and Jersey so many times, and it's just the way that you would come in would be from the back. So if you block it off, there's no way for the cops to get in, and it just makes sense. Yep. And it was just so cool. And I've still, to this day, I still haven't seen a race, and I really, really want to go out one of these days.
Yeah.
When
we had Skunk 2 come over here, watch a street race.
Really?
We had Dr. Charles, Tony Shagday, and Ben. I forget his last name, but I follow him still. He does a lot of magazine stuff.
Howard?
Ben Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah. They came and watched me race.
Really?
It was the sickest shit, bro.
You know what?
Raced too.
When I first knew who you were, it had to do with some kind of show that was going to happen with you, Mike G, somebody else, some kind of, do you remember something like that?
G, Morgan.
Yes, Morgan.
Motion.
Yes, sport car, yes.
Yeah, a couple of other people. I got flown out to California because we were going to do a reality show.
Yes.
And it almost happened, and guess who beat us out?
Who's that?
Street Outlaw.
Oh, really?
Street Outlaw beat our concept out. We met with the network.
That's crazy. Yeah. Do a lot of people know about that?
No, not a lot of people know about that. No, we got beat out by Street. I would have been on Street Outlaws.
Yeah.
I would have been Street Outlaws would have been us, but Honda World. We had a crazy concept. It was a crazy. It's too much to get into. It's
But
crazy.
now Trappy's doing it.
Now Trappy's doing it. Trap and Mackie. Big shout out to Command, the shop Houston, man. You know what? These GTRs ain't no punks, man.
No, that shit was nasty, bro. And I was just
Mackie's,
flipping through channels and I just saw it. And I haven't watched Outlaws forever. And I'm just, let's just watch this, me and my wife. And then I see like some Keep Gunnin merch. I'm like, oh shit,
yeah.
what the hell? That's Aki's bread. I'm like, wait, that's Trap. What the fuck? And then I DM'd him. He's just laughing.
Oh my god, I must have gotten tagged over 2,000 times. Dude, look, you're on here. We also had a sticker on a Netflix show too, and I got that. Oh my god. What's that show on Netflix? Fastest Cars?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a gunner on there too.
Really?
And he had to keep running it.
Yeah, I did see it. The guy from California.
Yeah, real cool dude. Yeah, I met him in Vegas for the first time in my retirement race.
It's crazy.
And he was so supportive. Yeah.
Dope, man. So let's get back to Jersey City racing out there. You're the man. Tell me about the best race, most memorable, whether you won or lost, most memorable race that you had out at that time.
Most memorable race didn't actually happen, but I'll never forget it. We're on the hutch, and it's my turbo car. I had a borrowed dog box transmission and a borrowed 26-inch slicks.
Oh wow!
We were gonna race a guy named La Pinky, and he had a stretched, fully built motorcycle with nitrous, and he gave me 5 or 7 cars up front.
Oh shit!
And the brake.
Whoa!
And the brake, yeah. And the race was for $26,000 a side, $52,000 race.
Fuck.
Talk about pressure.
Oh my god.
A lot of pressure. Do the burnout. Because remember, when you got the break, it's on you.
Yeah.
They ask the guy that's giving the break, is he ready first? And then they ask you, are you ready? And then you can go whenever you want. Because that's the break. That's the lead. That's what lets you lead first.
Yeah.
And they asked him if he was ready. He nodded his helmet. They asked me if I was ready. I said one time, yes. And I took off. Because I want to catch him sleeping.
Yeah.
I want that 5 to 7 car lead that he gave me. I'm sorry. I'm a little foggy in that. I want that lead to be 10 cars.
Yeah.
Because this is street racing. This is a lot of money. Everybody's going to take whatever advantage that they can get. Take off in first gear, rip second, rip third, rip fourth. I don't see him. I'm damn near pissing my pants in the car. I won. We just won like $52,000. We get to the meetup spot, and he's like, we argued for 3 hours. Never got paid. He said he never nodded.
Oh
but
my god.
The flag man obviously has to point at me second to see if I'm ready, because he already validated that he was ready.
Yeah.
So when he pointed at me, I'm like, okay, that means the motorcycle's ready. Now, okay, I'm ready, and I took off. And that was the most memorable. Yeah. There's a lot, man. There was one time Caesar's rim flew off during a race. Caesar gave a fucking Evo 7-car lead.
In what?
In his turbo coupe.
Fuck.
It's 3 a.m. We racing for $180. I'm so mad at Caesar. I'm like, dude, this is our turbo car. Like, the period. This is our staple right now. What are we doing racing for 180? He goes, I don't give a fuck. I just want to drive. Put the fucking slicks on. I'm like, all right, we putting the slicks on. Caesar breaks 3 lug nuts on the driver's side. I'm like, Caesar, there's only 1 lug. I don't give a fuck. We're going to race. Caesar takes off, launches, third. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. There's so many races. He killed the Evo. Nothing happened in that race.
Okay.
We're racing a dude named Spanky. I apologize.
Okay.
We're racing a dude named Spanky with a turbo H to B. Caesar's lug nuts were fucked up. And sure enough, Caesar offered him a whole bunch of cars, launches, catches him in second, goes to click third. Caesar's rim flies into the bushes of the highway. Yeah. And I went to go try to rescue and find the wheel, and there was something with these glowing eyes in the bushes, and I fucking shit my pants. Like, what the fuck is that? And I ran across the highway. Caesar's like, yo, what happened? Caesar's crying loud. I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. I can't believe you made me go in there. It's like, what? What'd you say? Something's in there fucking glowing, man. Something's in there glowing. That shit looked right into my soul. Fuck your rim. Fuck you. I'm going home. He'll never forget.
So at these times, what's the relationship like with all the guys that you're hanging out with?
Oh, it was great. It was great. You know when things got bad with High Boost? When I went broke. You know, let me tell you something. I'm going to be 100% honest. Caesar and Pharaoh don't like each other. Pharaoh always wanted the shine and the limelight. Pharaoh always wanted to be me or Caesar. And Caesar never liked Pharaoh because Pharaoh always had more money than him. So Caesar had to tolerate him because Caesar's trying to work in a place and make his own money. But where it got real sour at High Boost is when we started selling parts and Pharaoh started buying parts from Tri-State and putting them on customers' cars. And Pharaoh would not sell nothing new upstairs, and he would make people reuse the old shit. So we're like, yo, Pharaoh, how are we supposed to survive if you've got the most clientele, but you won't help us sell a spark plug? Because you're saying the plug that you took out, you can wash and clean it and put it back in.
Oh, like doing the customer a favor?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not even ripping them off. You know that this customer needs a clutch. So you did two things. You either sold them a used one or you got it from Tri-State and put it, and we never got the sale. So how could we make money to keep the lights on? Listen to me. Whenever I speak about this High Boost situation, I have nothing to hide. I'm successful. I'm everywhere. I don't run. I've had the same cell phone number for 10 years, bro. I'm always alone in this garage. These people are literally 18 minutes away.
Yeah.
I've never had a filter when I speak about them. You know what I mean? But long story short, man, to be honest with you, I never really speak about Pharaoh this way because he's irrelevant to me. Because he's like the biggest backstabber I've ever met. You know what I mean? So High Boost went down because Pharaoh got greedy. And whether Caesar wants to fucking grab his dick and show it to the world or not, he'll tell you the same thing. None of them like him, bro. They have to tolerate him because he had a lot of things. That's it.
How did he have a lot of things?
I don't know. I mean, he worked. He had a lot of clientele. You know, he did clean work. He was a smart mechanic, bro.
Got you.
He could be such a great dude.
Yeah.
Like this internet persona that he puts up, that's not him. Yo, Pharaoh, genuine Pharaoh, I would give my shirt off my back for him. But the clout chasing, fast guy, dick sucking, all this corny shit, trolling and meme Pharaoh, that's not you, bro. And if you watch this clip, Pharaoh, man, I done seen you plenty of times, bro. That's not you, man. You're a good person, bro. You're a good dude, man. Let this clout shit go, bro. Seriously, man. Let this shit go, bro.
It's about time, man. You know, especially for people who've had as many memories together as you guys had, you know. But that's why I want to talk about all of this stuff because we're going to start getting into the muddy water a little bit. But I want to give people a backstory on everything. So it just all makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
So you say that things went bad when you went broke. What happened with that situation?
So we weren't making no money. So we were buying things and it wasn't moving. And when it wasn't moving, We were selling it for damn near cost.
Okay.
We were buying radiators for $75 through California, and we would sell them for $100. We get to make $25. You know how hard it is to make profit in this industry. You know it firsthand.
Yeah.
If one bolt costs you $7.50 and you sell it for $10, you got to make $2.50 profit. But that profit goes to overhead,
Yeah.
handling, employees, whatever the case may be. When I left High Boost, I gave them a 1 month notice to customers, to Farrell, to Bemba, and to Caesar, to everyone else involved in High Boost. Guys, I'm leaving in a month. I can't do this no more. I don't have any more money. I have a child. He's 4 years old. I'm afraid of being broke, bro. I have to get out. I can't do this no more. It's costing me almost $500 a month just to get there. Remember, I've never lived in Jersey. I've always lived in Yonkers, New York. I paid that toll every day. I paid the gas every day. I paid the toll to get off the exit. And I was telling them that the ratio of money coming in and money going out isn't working. I'm leaving in a month. They all agreed. No problem, bro. We understand. We understand. The last day of the month came. I said, today's my last day, guys. Farrell, can you help me? I bought a hoopty ass Integra, bro. Blown head gasket just to get around, man. I had $140 in my. This is on my children's lives. If I never see them if I'm lying. I had $140 in my pocket, and I said, this is what I'm leaving with. Whoever I owed money to, I have their phone number, and I promise you I will pay them back. I owed 4 people money, Frank. I paid all of them back within 2 years. So I left High Boost, yeah.
So you leave High Boost, everything is cool. Everybody's cool with you, or is there's some sort of animosity?
Everybody is cool with me. The last person to help me was Farrell.
Gotcha.
He helped me change the water pump and put the Integra back on timing, hugged me, told me he loved me, and I can keep my race car there, the AK-47. I can keep it there as long as I want. As soon as I left, he went upstairs and started buying and selling parts. Because the shop was divided into 4 people. Me, Bembe, Farrell, and Caesar.
Okay.
Caesar and Farrell did the technician stuff. I can't put a car on the lift and do a clutch job. Because now I'm stepping on Farrell and Caesar's toes. They can't go upstairs and buy 10 radiators and sell them. That's mine and Bembe's money. That's how we pay our portion of the rent. That's how we make profit to survive. The day that I left, a couple of weeks later, he moved upstairs and became Bembe's partner. So now he's slinging parts upstairs and installing them downstairs.
Got you.
Caesar, if you fucking know, then you know. He was coming downstairs, selling the parts and installing them. I didn't care. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
The 4 people I owed money to, whether they want to be men or not and admit that I paid them, they can admit that I paid them. But I move around the country, Frank. I don't move around just Yonkers. I'm in Florida. I'm in Maryland. I'm in Jersey. I'm in Connecticut. I'm in New Hampshire. I'm in Massachusetts. I'm in Vegas. I'm in Texas. I'm in California. I move around the country. Do you think a person that owes people a lot of money and robbed people would move around the way I am? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't. I have a limited corporation. I have a website. I have a YouTube page. I have an Instagram. I go live every morning. For a person that's a scammer and a piece of shit, I don't think you would want to be broadcasted to the world like that, right or wrong.
Yeah. We'll definitely dig into that. My curiosity is that gap of time that you left. So you had to leave because you didn't have any more money. It wasn't a smart decision to be going to Jersey anymore. You go back to Yonkers, and then what happens for the next few years?
It was the best time of my life. It was the best time of my life. I started working as basically a cab driver, but I wasn't really a cab driver. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to tune it up a little bit, shine it up. I wasn't doing like $5, $10 rides. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just I found a different hustle. So I was doing $100 rides. So I would take people in that Integra. I told you, fix the water pump. I would take people to the airport.
Got you. Okay.
And then at the airport, I would pick someone up and bring them back, and I was making $200 a trip. And I got my money up, and then eventually I linked up with the people that I grew up with on that neighborhood that I was talking to you about. I went back and hung out with them, and they accepted me in, and that's it. Life got great. You know, my son had everything he wanted. I was making good money. I was paying off the people slowly that I owed money, and I was just traveling, man. I was going to California a lot. I was visiting Brandon from Skunk. He used to do the photography.
Yeah. Shout out to Brandon.
Oh, his wife. Oh my God, I love them so much.
He's a great dude. I love Brandon.
I'll slip my throat for Brandon. I love him that much because he, at a moment where I was down, that guy saved my life with a few words and a few gestures. He made me my first Hawaiian burger in his patio. It was incredible, bro. I'll never forget him. Anyway, yeah, life was going great. Got into sports a lot. Got into fantasy football. Started going to games, doing normal things without racing. And then every now and then I'll be with my friends. We'll be at a bar, and then someone that remembers me from a YouTube video would like ask me for an autograph. And my friends would look at me and be like, yo, bro, what the fuck were you doing while you were gone? I'm like, yo, yeah, I was like a street racing dude. They were like, word? And then now, 2020, they can't believe it.
So you go back to Yonkers, start hanging out with the older guys. Was Vicky a part of that group when you went to go hang out?
Yeah, absolutely. Vicky was a part of that group. I knew him since elementary school, and Vicky used to come to High Boost a lot too. Vicky was still around me while I was street racing. Got you. And but Vicky wasn't a part of like the dudes I grew up with. But eventually we all mashed together when I quit racing.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because Vicky was still like into the Honda scene, and I was just helping him with his car.
Gotcha. You know? How were you able to dead the passion for racing so quick?
Bro, when I got a lot of personal problems that I would never really share, but like when you got a crazy baby moms, like crazy, when you've got a child and then you're reminded of that you got a child and you're not doing much for them, it really takes its toll on you mentally. So I knew that I was like, man, I'm over here. It's 2:00 in the morning. I'm in a fucking parking lot trying to lock in $1,000 race. This is not going to happen. These dudes just want to say that they met me, basically. And I could be with my child. You know what I mean? And that's when like it snapped. And then, I got a gun pointed at me. This is the last time I went street racing. We're street racing. We're one away from the cops. I cut a kid off. I bounce. I pull into the parking lot. He's upset. And I go, get the fuck out the car. Let's just fight. What are you upset about? We're running from the cops. It's every man for themselves, bro. He goes, no, I don't fight. And pulls a fucking 38 special right to the tip of my nose. So I put my hands up. I'm like, yo, bro, you know I ain't got a gun, man. Put the gun down. We can handle this like men. I don't fight. I shoot guns. And that's the last time I went to a street race, bro. I'm like, yo, this is corny, my man.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? Like, you're about to take I'm possibly not going to see my child ever again because I cut you off while we're at an illegal street race eluding the police. Are you kidding me, bro? And nothing even happened.
Did you grow up with a lot of shit like that? Like people taking violence, taking things too seriously, escalating it? Okay, everybody, we're going to take a quick break for our sponsors, and we'll be back in 1 minute. We all know that there's tons of places you can buy your car parts at, but when you really need help, who's in your corner? When you need parts for your Honda, you need to visit HeelToeAuto.com. Since 2002, Heel-Toe has built a reputation for service and support. Let me repeat that, guys. Since 2002. It's 2020 right now. That's a long time of experience, man. These social media slingers and copycat web stores can't match Heel-Toe's professionalism. Heel-Toe even offers a complete OEM store for all your genuine parts needs. Whether it's for show, race, or just a badass daily, remember that HeelToeAuto.com is in your corner. And guys, if you're on Instagram, make sure you check them out at Heel-Toe Automotive. Please go to their page right now, add them, and comment that you heard them on Downtime with Downstar podcast. Next up is Downstar. Downstar is the premium leader in dress-up hardware and engine bay accessories. We have all the nuts and bolts for all your screwing and nutting needs. From engine kits, transmission kits, mount kits, clutch lines, brake kits, t-shirts, skateboards, hats, lighters. Damn, we got it all. We actually have too much, guys. So if you can, please come over and buy some stuff at downstaring.com or check us out at Instagram at Downstar. Make sure you give us a follow. Now, back to the show.
Yeah, man, you know what it is, bro? Growing up in Yonkers, New York, man, you got it. It's kill or be killed, bro. It's like that everywhere in the world. But in Yonkers especially, as soon as they see a sign of weakness, they're vultures, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's the world that we live in. That's why these dudes play with me online sometimes, because they think since I'm such a positive, trying to be a positive person and donating money and giving away things and signing pictures and signing autographs and taking pictures, they play it like it's sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what they don't know is you can never take the street out of someone, bro. In the flick of a fucking, in the snap of a finger, that mentality can come right back. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like nobody playing with me because I'm going to go all the way. You're not going to go all the way.
I feel you on that, dude. And what I've come to realize is having that mentality makes you feel like you're strong, but it's actually a weakness that can be exposed by other people. 100%. You know what I mean? If there's somebody that I know, and I know if I say this one thing, it's going to get them out of their character. I have the control now. I have my finger on the button whenever I want to, Whenever I want to fuck with this person's day, all I got to say.
You are 100% right.
Yeah, and
because in Yonkers, you want to get killed, you want to get a shot in the face, you want to get stabbed in the throat, come to Yonkers and tell someone to suck your dick. They could be the weakest person on the block.
Yeah.
But you're right. It just takes that trigger word or that trigger statement to activate that negative mentality. And I still fight with that, bro.
Yeah.
I still fight with that. I know I got children. I have 4-year-old children that look up to me. I have 50-year-old men that look up to me, bro. I'm looked at to these people as somewhat of a hero. But I can't shake that shit out of my head. I can't allow people to talk the way that they think they can talk.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm trying to do the right thing. You know what I mean, Frank?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and that's part of reaching greatness. You're gonna have to deal with these problems and these emotions and these inner feelings to reach the next level of your full potential, because those are the test. If you want to say God, higher power, or whatever is looking down on you, and they're gonna give you these sort of tests to see if you're in that mindset to get to the next level. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel, dude. And I've actually went through the motions and seen it. And bro, as positive as I am, as much good that I want to put out there, I'm literally battling inside of myself. I have like a beast inside of me, and I have to hold that beast back, because if I don't, that's going to trick me out of my situation.
I seen you at that point. I seen you lose your positivity, drop everything, boat boys, Downstar, family. I seen you go to that point with soft spot. I seen it. I seen the pain in your eyes from the betrayal, bro. I watched your mannerisms.
Yeah.
That shit right there still haunts you, bro. Still haunts you.
Yeah, it's just all of that, anything, that situation, any situation, it's still, I still feel a certain way about it. Even shit that have happened when I was a kid. I wish I could go back and do this. But that, all of that is just feeding negative energy that energy can't be, it can't be changed into something positive. So it takes it on me by myself to be able to be stronger than those primal urges that we have, because the feelings that we have, the way that we react to things, those are primal urges inside of our DNA, which no matter what you do, it's hard to get that out of yourself. You know, just think of guys like, think of a guy like Jay-Z, right? Somebody that comes from the hood, drug dealing or whatever. Now he's one of the most prominent celebrities out there. Not even rappers.
He's an icon.
Icon. He had to check himself inside of himself so he can get out of that street mentality to allow him to reach these levels that he never thought that he was going to reach. But I guarantee inside of him, he still has that same kind of feeling, you know, but he's been able to overpower it, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's, you know what it is though, brother? It's a simple word. Human.
Yeah. And that's where a lot of these situations that we're going to go over pretty soon, those are really human emotions. And we'll get into it. But I want to get to the point where you decided that coming back to racing was something that you wanted to do. What even sparked that idea?
Coming back to racing was the craziest thing in the world. I told you I went back to my old childhood friends, and I forgot to mention, you see, there's a whole bunch of holes that we didn't even touch on.
Yeah, please do. If you feel they're significant, yeah, please do.
Yeah, so remember when I told you guys, well, when I said earlier that I hugged Farrell.
Yeah.
I said, yo, thank you for everything. I appreciate you. I'm going to go do my thing. I'm going to come back every other week and talk and chop it up and hang out. And y'all go street racing. I'm going to help out. And he said I can keep my car there. They sold my car.
How long after?
They sold my car 3 months after I retired. I had no money.
Mm-hmm.
The ball wasn't in my court to find the new buyer or go over there and flip out. I told him, yo, man, you guys really fucking sold my car? Yeah, bro, we had to get rid of it, man. You owe a lot of people money. They're coming over here. I'm like, who? Who do I owe money to? I'm in contact with them.
Yeah.
Oh, then if it wasn't you, then it must have been Bemba. It must have been him. I'm like, yo, bro, that got nothing to do with me, bro. You said I can keep my car. I'm coming to pick it up. They're like, yo, we sold it. Whatever. They sold the car. The ball's not in my court. I don't have no capital. My dick is small. I can't do shit. I move on with my life. 5 years after they sell my car, we're sitting in a basement in Jersey, ironically, at my friend's brand new home that he just purchased, and we're watching football.
Okay.
And I get a phone call because I never changed my cell number. Because I never wanted to, I haven't even moved from my address. So when people say that they're looking for me, I've got the same cell number, the 201 number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Jersey number. Because I rep Jersey like I live there. I get a phone call saying, yo, you want to buy your old car back? I'm like, what? You crazy? They selling it back? I got money now,
yeah.
Frank. I've been saving up. I'm not buying $500, $600 pistons, $500 slicks, $5,000 transmissions. I've been saving my money and enjoying myself. Fucking drinking booze, watching football, chicken wings, fun.
Yeah.
But it's not as expensive as this hobby that me and you enjoy.
Yeah.
So I get a phone call like, yo, you want to buy the car back? This kid got it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I got to talk to my friends. He's like, what? Like, yeah, I got to make sure this is a good idea for me.
Yeah.
I go inside the man cave where we were watching football, And they go, yo, guys, I gotta ask you a question. You remember how I told you guys I used to like race a lot and stuff? They're like, yeah, yeah, we remember. I was like, yo, I could buy my old car back, because I would share the stories with them because I missed race. Yo, guys, I was that dude, man. I'm telling you. They're like, yeah, all right, whatever. Yo, I'm telling you, this was my car. It was the AK-47. Yo, I'm telling you, yo, I got mad videos on YouTube. You should check it out. They're like, yeah, 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 whatever, bro. What time's the fucking game? I want to get blasted. They didn't care about cars. Coming to the basement. I go, guys, I could buy my old car back, man. I really missed that car. I got some money. I think I could do some crazy stuff with it. I miss that car so much. I miss the AK. They're like, yo, bro, follow your heart, man. Just follow your heart. And in September 2017, I bought my old car back. And that's how I got reintroduced to racing.
September 17.
September 17.
Okay, yeah.
Got the shell back. I made an Instagram post because I just got Instagram like maybe 4 or 5 months before I got my car back.
Uh-huh.
So some people remembered me. They're like, I had like 700 followers. They're like, yo, Aki, we remember you. You used to drive the coupe, the AK, high boost. I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't race no more. Yo, good seeing you, man.
Yeah.
And they're like just watching me at like football games and dinners and my children and, my son at the time. And they're not really interested, right? So I make the video.
Now, who was the one that made the video? Because I remember that's the first thing that I remember. I was like, oh, shit, this dude's coming back?
I made a selfie video.
Okay.
On Instagram saying, y'all took my car, y'all sold it, but guess who just got it back? And then I show the car on the dolly.
Gosh.
Shell. And then Ty Boogie.
That's right, Ty Boogie.
Reaches out to me, goes, yo, Ak, you coming back? I'm like, yeah, bro.
Gotcha.
Yo, I'm going to come. Yo, let me get that exclusive. I'm like, yeah, pull up. And we introduced me back into the scene. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
And we introduced me back into the racing world. What's so funny about that Ty Boogie video from September 2017, I have the same mannerisms, I have the same energy, and I have the same agenda. Look out for the underdogs. When people watch that video now and then come over here, they're like, yo, bro, you didn't change. You kept your word. You said you were going to save all motor. You said you were going to change racing. You did all of that. You know what I mean?
So when this first video came out, you must have already been keeping an eye on the community still for you to know that there would be any issues in all motor and, how the racers would treat their fans and things like that. How did...
You want to be honest with you?
Please.
We were negotiating the price for my old shell back.
Okay.
So it took about 2 weeks because the kid that owned the car was just never home. He was always on the road. And it took about 2 weeks to get the car. That's all the knowledge I needed to know, what was happening within 2 weeks.
So when you got the call, you're just, oh, let me see what's good. Let me check up on the old guys or whatever.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 weeks. And then I just kept seeing everyone say, yo, racing is dead.
Gotcha.
All motors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ty Boogie video, September 17. Let's go back to when they sold your car. How were you feeling about the High Boost guys after they sold your car?
I didn't need to talk to them no more.
So you were done with them?
Yeah, I wasn't talking to them no more, and I didn't speak to them for 5 years.
Okay.
What do we got to talk about?
Gotcha.
We ain't got nothing to talk about. I don't race no more. You guys race, and you sold my fucking shell. That's the God-honest truth.
Got you. Okay. And, man, if Caesar would ever want to come on and talk, I would want to have him on because, I would be interested to hear his opinion, not only on this stuff, but about, racing from back in the day and his part in it. So I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah, I hope Caesar does come on. I hope he fucking finally mans up and tells the fucking truth, honestly. Because, man, that high boost shit is washed, bro. High boost dudes buy Keep Gunnin stuff now. That shit is washed. Ever since I left, that shit went washed. They stopped paying at street races. They started drama. People were fighting. Come on, man. Hell no, bro. It wasn't even about no finesse and driving and skill and man, that shit is washed.
So
high boost washed.
So can you admit that when you came back September 17, that you had a chip on your shoulder and you had an agenda?
When I came back, when I came back, I swear on everything I love. When I came back, I was repping High Boost. I let bygones be bygones. I went to High Boost when I came back in 2017. I went to the track with Farrell, helped him with his car. That's when he was tuning with CLM. I went and helped Caesar with his hatch at ACO. They both blew up that day. I went there numerous times after coming back and I had my show. And they're like, yo, what's your game plan? What's your game plan? I'm like, yo, I got it, bro. I got it. I got this whole thing written in my head. I got it. And then they were like, yo, you can't put a High Boost banner on your car. I'm like, what? I created High Boost. I spent nights in jail for High Boost, getting caught street racing. What do you mean I'm not High Boost? And Caesar told me the most foul shit he ever told me. He's like, yo, bro, this is a family. You got to get voted in. I said, yo, C's, watch this.
Fuck.
Keep gunning. Keep gunning. Make 6 figures a year. By myself.
Yeah.
Me, Manny, Desiree have nothing to do with cars. Those 3 people, when it comes to the business part, we've been 6 figures a year.
Good for you.
We've got 5,400 plus customers, bro. That's 5,400 plus gunners. I've got the biggest. You know why I'm talking like this? Because I'm hurt, bro. I got the biggest fucking movement in racing. These people are loyal. These people support everyone I support. I fucking increased the numbers to every sticker, every company that helps on any vehicle that I do. You want to talk about marketing? You want to talk about brand awareness? Whoever the greatest is, I'm right there with them. I got offered $130,000 a year to do the marketing for Sands Rods. I said no. They wanted me to relocate to Miami and take full control of the company. They just wanted to make the rods and they wanted me to sell them. I said no. I make more money than that, and I'm having fun.
Yeah.
So when they told me I couldn't put the High Boost banner, I couldn't hashtag High Boost no more. If you're watching right now, anyone, and you want to check if I'm lying, I've never deleted my Instagram post. Go back to 2017 and start scrolling and scrolling up and up and up, and then you will just see I just stop hashtagging High Boost.
Why did that combo even come up?
Because Farrell said on live, Aki's not High Boost. Mind you, I was just with you. I speak to you. I was trying to help you actually get customers to work on their cars because I was building a car here. Like general mechanics.
Yeah.
Like people that just wanted maybe like a tune-up. Because he's good at that. And I was trying to bring him customers. And because now I'm back into the car scene.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, man. It's just like the trolling started to happen a lot at that time. You know what I mean? The trolling began, and
I'm trying to pinpoint the first time that I noticed that there was an issue. Because when you posted that Thai Boogie video, I remembered you from back in the day, and I hit you up. I shot you a DM. Yo, what's up? And I still had your phone. And it was High Boost Aki. I still had your phone number from back in the day.
Yeah.
Because we had exchanged numbers for... I don't even know how we came in contact. But
did we meet in San Diego?
No, I've never been to San Diego. But it could have been something that Brandon put together. Maybe we spoke.
Yeah, maybe something. Yeah.
But I remember, and I didn't know much people from the East Coast. So I remember that I was talking to you. That's why that memory sticks in my head about you guys doing that show.
I think I got your number Englishtown H Day
Uh-huh.
the first time you came here. It was around the time of the All Motor Shootout,
No,
2006.
no. My first H day was 2012. That was my first H
I
day.
retired 2012.
Got you.
Yeah, I retired.
Either
Yeah,
way,
I
I
thought
had your number.
yeah, I thought I met you at the All Motor Shootout. Remember that All Motor Shootout where Jerry Built came to
Yeah.
Englishtown and they made the shirt with all the sponsors on it?
Yeah, but I wasn't there though.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I
Okay.
got you. I could
So
have sworn that.
so either way, I knew who you were already. I already had your number, and then I hit you up. Yo, what's up, bro? It's good to see you back, coming back. If you need anything for the build, let me know. And then that's where our relationship started at, right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
what?
We had yeah. You know what's funny? When I posted your motor mount hardware the other day, one person hit me up. No names needed to be
Mhm.
mentioned, and said, "Yo, you and Frank cool?" I said, "We always been cool. We had a small falling out, but we took care of it on the phone.
Yeah, it wasn't even an afternoon.
Yeah, it was like, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, no, we could definitely get into that. So I
Yeah.
just before we get lost in the story, that's when I came to know that you were back in the game from the Thai Boogie video that was September 2017. Because so much shit happened in such a short amount of time. And it probably feels like we haven't even dove into anything yet. But what that ended up happening is that you started that the year of 2017, you were using Downstar. And then you decided to switch to another sponsor who was a competitor. And when I
Hmm.
seen that,
Was that 2018?
2018. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
this
you
was
helped me. Yeah, you helped me with the build in 17. I ended up going to California, racing in Bakersfield. You hung out with us in the pits, Downstar. The following year, I was approached by MC Slick, and he said that the competitor, I
yeah.
don't want to say the name, the competitor is offering you their boats
Yeah.
and some money.
Yeah.
And then I think he was like, "Yeah, BB, I don't give money. I help out whenever I can or something." And then I told you, I was like, "Yeah, Frank, I'm getting $3,000 for this."
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Yeah, I wish you the
At
best."
that time when all of that shit happened, we had already had a history from other
Yeah,
things, online things. So it was just so much stuff that was happening. And then I see this. And then I just happened to be on the live and I see it and I'm catching things. You know, when you already have a certain feeling,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
see
yeah.
something and you're like, that's a shot. That's a
Hmm.
shot. So I went on
Yeah,
live. I said, "Yo, you want to go on live? Let's take shots. Jump on, and we'll do this right here." And then we was like, "Just call me." We ended up having a FaceTime, and I remember because
yeah,
Vicky was right there,
yeah,
and you were yelling, I was yelling, but that's all it had to take. Couple minutes of
yeah,
yelling, come for where I'm coming from. Look, Frank,
yeah,
I'm getting a check over here. I
yeah,
wasn't gonna give you a check because I don't give anybody a check because I learned
yeah.
that people are ungrateful when you give them a check. So I don't give
I
people
know
checks.
about your past checks. Yeah, I know
So
about it.
so we just okay, that's all good, dog. I wish them the best, because my mentality has changed over time. If a company, if they're able to sell products, use that money to feed their family, to make their parents proud. My son has his own business. I'm in their same shoes. Now, however you decide to do it, if I agree that that's a respectful way to do it or not, that doesn't matter because respect comes second in business from what we have all seen. That's not most
Absolutely.
people's that's not most people's agenda is to be honorable in business. I say, all right, do whatever you guys are gonna do. That's all good. Me and you had the convo. That's it. And the reason that why I wanted to talk about this is because I was at that point. I was heated. I was like, let's do this right here. Let's jump in the mud. But I'm really glad that we didn't. We did that on FaceTime, had that convo, and
Yeah.
that was it from there.
You know why? It's because we had a personal relationship too. So why broadcast our anger in front of people?
Definitely.
That's why with some of the people I got beef with, they all have my number. I text them, "Yo, what's up? Why? Why are you hating?
Yeah.
Same thing with Farrell. FaceTimed him, called him, text him. Yo, bro, why are you hating on me right now, bro? Handle it like a man. What's up? What's your problem, bro?
Yeah.
Nobody picks up their phone, bro. Nobody picks up their phone, man. I'm telling you. I'm making a shirt in July. I promise you. It's gonna say y'all pussy in the back. Keep gunning. I'm gonna have everybody wearing it at the track. I promise you, Frank. Cause the shit it's getting unreal, man. It's getting unbearable, bro.
Well, hopefully this convo, man, will give people some context to everything, and then they could put two and two together if they want, you know. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. You know, this is a conversation.
Listen, I don't want to listen. The touchy subject is Farrell and High Boost. I'll leave you guys with this. If you guys are smart enough, do your research. Farrell's an attention whore. Farrell's a mutt. You hear me? I won't ever take away any credit from him for what he taught me, but he's always been a clout racer, always been a clout chaser. Watch every video that he's in. He's always in front of the camera. He wants to make it about himself. High Boost, I got nothing to do with them. I'm going to make High Boost members into gunners. I already recruited almost 3 in Florida. That's it. There is no High Boost. There's no High Boost without Aki. Y'all could try to hold that chain together. It ain't no Keep Gunnin. It ain't no fucking Keep Gunnin.
So back in 2017, September 2017, when you come back, the video comes out. What is the response that you're getting from people?
They love it. They love it. Yo, we missed you. Where's the coop? Where's the, they remember the coop from Legendary Races on YouTube. I got over 10 million views on YouTube, bro, of street races.
Yeah.
They remember me. Where's the coupe? Take my money, don't steal it. 277 horsepower. I made a shirt that sold out in 3 minutes with the quotes from one video. I put it on the back bottom of a shirt.
Yeah.
Do I have it on right now? I don't even have it on right now. It's called the quotes tee. It sold out in 3 minutes, Frank.
That's dope, man.
People love me. I love them. I invest into them. Didn't me and you just help donate money?
Yeah.
How much money did we donate, Frank?
What was it, like 4,000?
It was like almost, it was $4,000. We gave to people in COVID relief.
Yeah, no, you definitely did do that.
We did that. Me, you, gunners, everyone involved. We put $2, Frank, right? You sent way more, and I appreciate you for that. But the reason I wanted to make it $2 was to make everyone feel equal. Guys, you come up with $2 amongst you, I'm going to match it. I matched the $2,000 that you and Gunners came up with. We made it $4,000. We sent 10 separate families $400 each. People were crying, Frank.
Yeah.
How good you think that $2 felt to send?
No, I feel you, dude. And
how good did your money feel, Frank, when you sent it?
You know, I just like to be part of things that people are trying to give back. You know, I don't really need to get the recognition or anything like that. I didn't post about it or nothing. You know, I didn't even tell you about it. I just did it because anytime that somebody's trying to do something good, they're trying to hustle, they're trying to do something, I always try to help out where I can, because there's been so many times when I tried to do something and the people that I expected to be there, they weren't there. And, you know, I mean, I still feel that to this day with this podcast. It's a grind.
But did you feel good about donating that money?
Oh, yeah, dude. You know, it's just anytime that I can give back to somebody and help out, that does way more than me making money.
Absolutely.
You know, because
I'm all about giving than receiving, pause. I'm all about that, man. That's why I build some of these badass cars, bro. I'm building cars that look better than sponsored race cars.
Yeah.
That are fast. There's no cheap parts in them, and we give them away. I just gave away a right-hand drive, all-wheel drive K-Series turbo hatchback. We gave it away.
Dude, if that party didn't get shut down, that shit was going to be lit.
It was going to be legendary. And when we do Kobe, hopefully this COVID thing the pandemic's over. We're going to have the biggest race barbecue ever seen.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm Like I hope everyone can make it.
So
But let's back
so
on
back
topic. I'm sorry.
2017, everybody, hey Aki, nice to see you. When did you notice any negativity?
Fuck Eraser.
Okay.
When I made the video, fuck Eraser.
Okay, let's talk about
I
that.
made I made the video fuck Eraser because I was getting messages from people that were idolizing mutts.
Hmm.
Yo, Aki, this is unbelievable, bro. This guy won't even shake my hand. I can't even look at his car. They don't want me but next to their car. I look up to this guy. I look up to this guy. I want to be like this guy. This guy, he kicked me out of his pits. They put a rope around the car. They don't want to take pictures. I asked them to sign this for my daughter. They kicked me out.
Hmm.
I said, all right. I collected all of the information, put out fuck Eraser, and spoke about it.
Got
And
you.
when that happened, the response on my side overpowered against my side by 50. Because people were like, finally,
Hmm.
someone is speaking up for the underdogs. This guy's not lying. This guy, he's not lying. This happened to me at this track. This happened to me at this event. This happened to me at this meet. You're right. Fuck Eraser is real. It's still happening. But what they don't understand, Frank, because they're so stupid, some of these racers, I was giving you the gems to change your ways and become successful.
Yeah.
But you looked at it like I was attacking you. I was trying to tell you to change. People idolize you guys. People look up to you guys. There's kids that have pictures of your cars in their rooms. Now they're gunners.
Are you sure this was in 2016
What?
when you got the car and when you released the video?
No, I've been back into racing. Yeah, 2016.
Yeah, because 2017 H Day Summer E-Town. That's the weekend that we ended up doing the first Huffy Talk. It was 2017, the summer 2017, because
Wait a second. Wait a second. Huffy Talk was 2018. Yeah, 17 I was racing.
mhm.
Let's look it up. What should I look up? Thai Boogie. Well,
Yeah, just look up that. Just look up whatever Aki Thai Boogie. Whenever that video came out.
3 years ago.
Okay. 20.
Where's Aki been? The return of Aki.
Thank you, Team 711, for
Whoa,
serving.
whoa. Sorry, the date is right here. Oh, September 29th, 2016.
16. Okay, that makes much more sense. So from
Yeah, 16 that video came
September
out. 17.
2016 to August 2017. That's when we did the Huffy Talk. So for that, whatever, 9 months, 11 months or whatever it was, you came back into racing and you start stirring shit up.
Yeah. So I vowed that I would save the all motor class, and we did that. We got people off of their ass, whether it was through malice or it was through, just being genuine. But they built these cars. When I came back, there was only 4 cars in all motor. These were these elite fuckboys, and that got free parts and didn't have to worry about breaking nothing. All motor's like at 26, 28 cars now.
Yeah.
Yeah, full field. 2 classes now.
And it's moving quick too, right? What's the top speed right now?
Well, 870 something Chapolin.
Got you.
All motor.
Got you.
All motor. Yeah. 870s all motor cars are going now. I went 890s in my retirement. Yeah.
Big shout out to Chapulin and that whole team over there, man. They really took a chance with us, and all of those world's fastest cars are bolted up with Downstar, dude, and that's a huge accomplishment for me to say, bro, because
that's fire.
Yeah,
that's great to have under your resume.
Definitely, man. So if you look at any of those cars right now, the La Violenta, how do you say it?
Yeah.
That one.
La Venta? Yeah, something like
That
yeah.
has a Downstar sticker right on the hood, bro. And when I seen that, I'm just like, dude, that's fucking sick, you know?
That's dope. Yeah, big shout out to Chapolin. Shout out to Florida, man. Shout out to all the gunners in Florida. Shout out to all the people that support Downstar in Florida
Yeah,
too.
hell yeah.
They got a lot of love, man.
So 2017, I believe it was still Atco, or if it was English Town, you brought the car to Tri-State and it was under like the tent.
English Town.
Okay. So they were done with Atco. It was English Town for the first of the 3 H days.
Yeah, it was the last one too.
No, this one was the first time you brought it out, right?
Yeah, but I think no more H Day at that event at that track.
Okay.
I think English Town closed. But yeah, reviewed the car. Funny story about that. People made fun of me for bringing the car out.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Oh, how are you going to bring a race car out and not race it?" I was like, "Hey, I'm just showing progression. Everyone's keeping up with the build. I just wanted to bring it out here and show it. And hey, by the way, I got a dope ass shirt for sale.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made $9,000 that weekend.
Really? Was that your first ever merch drop?
My first drop.
Got you.
No, my first drop was online. We kept it limited.
Got you.
We only did 100. We did 100 white and 100 black. But that shirt, because at English Town at official H Day, you can only sell one piece of merchandise.
Got you. If you're in the racers or
yeah, if you're into racing, pick whatever.
Got you.
But I got to make like, you know what, I'm lying. It was like $8,500 that weekend in merchandise. People supported it. People have pictures of that day still and and you know, they send them as memories. But I just laugh when people always try to go against me, bro. I just laugh because you guys have no clue. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You sweated your ass for 2 fucking days. You didn't win the event. You broke 9 fucking different things. And I was over here with my sunglasses on signing autographs, and I walked out with $8,000. So who won?
No.
You want bragging rights online? Go ahead with your bragging rights. Go ahead.
So,
but fuck a racer took it to another level.
So who are some of the I don't even want to really talk about any names, but when did you start to notice that this whole fuck a racer thing was turning negative, or was stirring up a lot of negativity? Was it right out the gate?
People started attacking me online, which is expected.
Yeah,
because they don't want to be called out. Yeah, you had guys like Fast Guy act all tough with some other dude in the video, like I was supposed to be shook. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. You had another couple of people, oh, he disrespects racers, he doesn't respect the sport, this and that. I'm like, no, what you need to respect is the people that are paying for this sport to stay alive.
Yeah.
The customers, the supporters. You need to respect them before everyone else. They're keeping the lights on at these businesses. They're keeping the doors open for AEM, for Downstar, for Keep Gunnin. They're keeping the doors open.
Yeah.
The people you neglect are the people that I took, made strong, made them into gunners. You know what? A lot of money came with that. A lot of money came with that. But you know what else came with that? A lot of giving back. Sponsoring gunners, underdogs that never thought they had a shot at being sponsored, free parts, giveaways, money in drops. I would put money inside hats.
Yeah.
$100 signed, $50 signed, $20 signed. Did I make a lot of money? Hell fucking yeah. Am I making a lot of money? Hell fucking yeah. I haven't changed. I wear the same raggedy clothes every week. I YouTube every week. I'm in the same garage every week. And I give back the same way.
So
nothing changed.
So summer 2017. I want to get to that, but I have to know who's your marketing influence?
No one.
There's nobody that you look to?
No one. I made a mistake and said something about some other people in the racing industry, but no, the way that I've been seeing it, after Lefty?
Yeah.
No, after, okay, Scarlett sold out in 4 minutes. After Oren, when I gave away Oren, the Integra that we built, I realized I'm the greatest in marketing ever.
I mean,
Ever, ever.
not in our community. I mean, what was your influences from the outside when?
Supreme.
Got you.
Supreme, Bathing Ape. Um, Supreme and Bathing Ape. Because their shit is limited. And it's, hey, did you get it? It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
You can have $1 billion. You didn't get that Louis V Supreme print? Go buy it in resale. You see this hoodie I'm wearing right now? I bought this back from a gunner for $100.
Oh shit.
His name is Team Loaded on Instagram. His real name is Daho. I sent him $100 for this Wyoming-inspired Kanye concept.
Yeah.
$100 is what I paid for this. So when it comes to marketing, I can take some of Supreme's, but I just completely alter it.
Got you.
Alter it.
Okay, so come 2017 Summer H Day, we have it planned that we're gonna do this Huffy Talk, first ever on location Huffy Talk. There's
Fire.
a lot of controversy surrounding this because at that time Huffy Talk was an amazing platform.
It was brilliant.
If people don't know what Huffy Talk is, basically we started an Instagram, and this Instagram, I would give the login info to somebody, and okay, you're gonna go on at 6:00. All right, everybody, so and so is gonna go on at 6:00. Make sure you're ready. Okay, cool. 6:00 comes on.
Don't say so and so. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm very sorry. Tell them the kind of people you were putting on that platform. They were influencers.
Influencers.
No, don't say names. Don't say names. I'm just saying.
Yeah, in our community.
It wasn't
I'll say some names. Big Mike was the first one. We had Ryan from Rywire on there. It even got to the point we had Papadakis was on there.
Yes.
Ron Bergenholtz was on there. Joey Lee, Sticky Dill Joe, he was on there. Dude, we had a lot of people on there. We had Fast Guy on there. We had Farrell on there. We had Saucepot on there. Raul from Checkered Sports. Pretty much anybody who was a big name in the community, they were on Huffy Talk or in line to be on Huffy Talk. So, I'm just painting the picture for the story, right? Getting up to the point where it was the summer of 2017. We're gonna do Huffy Talk at the garage right there where you're at right now. The few before that, and this didn't even click in my head. It didn't click in my head to change the password every single time because I had trust in everybody. All these guys are cool. They're all my homies. I have all their numbers. It's all good. They're men. All these dudes here are grown-ass men. Some of them with businesses. Some of them, they've been around since the early 90s. It's all good, right? So, before years, it was Farrell, Norris, the guy who drove that Speed Factory car, the white boy. Cole. And then I forget who else it was, but this other person. Yeah. It was somebody who wasn't even into racing. So it didn't even, so those three names. And it turned out that those three names really didn't like you much.
Nope.
So these three guys had.
And I don't like them much. I won't say that. Yeah.
So these three guys, this is facts. I'm not telling anything that's not facts. All of these three guys had the password to Huffy Talk. Yep. So when we did it, you didn't even have the password because you
were here.
Because I was here. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do it from my phone.
Yeah.
So and then I knew that there was gonna be so much shit in the comments, and you were gonna get distracted by so much of the shit in there. So I was like, you know what? Let me read the comments. So I was reading them, and if anybody had a question, no matter good or bad, I asked you that question. Did I not?
Yep. 100%. Yup. Because I was sitting in front of you. You were looking at the camera, and you were facing the camera towards me, and you would ask basically the most relevant questions.
Yeah. It was
Yep.
still up to me to ask, but I didn't want to ask
Yep.
dumb questions that was going to waste this
Yep.
time that we had.
Yep. Yeah, like what tire size are you going to use on the 200 horsepower
Yeah.
car? You asked the questions that were wanting to be
Yeah.
asked.
So we're doing the podcast, or well, it was pretty much a podcast, but
Yeah.
we're doing the Huffy Talk. And then something just glitched on my phone and it like froze. And then I see everybody, your guys, my guys that were there, I see everybody like, it was to a point where it was like, yo, what's up? And they're like, yo, it's saying that he got kicked out of the live. They're deleting everything. And I'm like, what the fuck's?
They started deleting what?
They started deleting all the followers, all the pictures.
Yeah,
They started
followers.
deleting everything. So
Yep.
for some reason, it was still live on my end because I was the one that was on the account. But on the back end, they're changing and deleting everything, right? So there's video of this, guys. If you want to look it up, I believe Nice Ones, they
Yeah,
have
it's
the
on
video.
Yep.
Yeah. So I did one of the episodes with
Huffy Talk Hack.
Huffy Talk Hack.
That's-
I did one of the episodes with Nice Ones, which is their project series, and that we recorded that weekend.
Yeah.
So actually went with us to your shop, recorded it. So he recorded everything in real time. Okay. So now there's a lot of misconception that we had this plan, that we were going to plan something for this to be like super drama driven show. You tell it from your side.
Well, there was a lot of people attacking me at that time with accusations, and people wanted to get my side of the story of it. And that's the kind of questions you were asking. And right when we got to start airing people out, that's when it got hacked because the truth was coming out.
Yeah.
People were going to put A, B, and C together and figure out the problem and figure out the truth. When it got hacked, we still had the footage rolling from Nice Ones.
Yeah.
Got to put that out. And that's where it backfired on them. But to get on to Huffy Talk real quick, I love that concept. That if it was still around right now, if you were a little bit more secure with the passwords and you trusted less, I think it would be the biggest thing in import racing.
Yeah. I think so too.
Because you were able to go on, and Frank, you know a lot of people, bro. You were able to ask Stefan Papadakis a question?
Yeah. Dude, we were top live all the time back then. And that was
All
only
the
like
time?
celebrities were getting top live back then.
Remember, ours had the most. We had like, what, 3,200 people on?
It was a lot.
It was a lot. 2,800 or 3,200. Crazy. And once we started to get to the exposing, because remember, we were leading up to it.
Yeah.
Once we started getting to the exposing, one of those fuck boys hacked it.
Yeah. So to this day, I'm not sure who did it, and I'm not accusing anybody. The only information that I had is the same password that I had that day. So did the three podcasts before that had.
Yep.
It was for sure Cole. It was for sure Norris, and I'll have to look back and to see if it was Farrell, but I'm pretty sure it was Farrell too. You know?
Yeah, he did some halal stand thing.
That
or
was
something,
after.
right?
That was after.
No, that was after with Fuckboy Sawspot. That's when Sawspot was so jealous of you just having these top lives, because that's what he always wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't. I didn't notice anything like that. You know, I didn't notice any animosity from anybody, and it's like I always say, dude. It's a growing experience, and when you get into this in this community, you start to meet a lot of people. I've been in it since 2009. I've met so many people, and so many relationships have gone. They've peaked, and they've just disappeared. You know, but that time, Downstar was extremely popular. Huffy Talk is extremely popular. I can contact anybody and have them on the show, anything that I need to do. So naturally, what's your thought in your head? Like, everybody's my friend. Everybody's cool with me. You know,
I'm neutral.
I'm neutral.
And you know what's funny? That you emphasized on that so many fucking times. You said, guys, if you want your chance on Huffy Talk, you're going to get your chance. Everyone, hey, Huffy Talk, the password is going to be yours. You talk and you answer whatever questions you want. And no one said nothing about me.
Yeah.
When it was my turn, they knew they fucked up.
Yeah. And
just like right now. And I just want to put this out there on this beautiful conversation, this dialogue that we're having. After today, I'll never speak about this shit again. Never about fuckboy Pharaoh, fuckboy Saucebot, all these fuckboy racers, all of them. You guys are not even irrelevant in my world. This is just this is some kind of clarity that can be viewed in 20 years if you want.
Yeah.
The video does not delete off YouTube.
Definitely, man. And to everybody out there, you know, I don't have any problem with them. If they have a problem with me, that's on them, and I hope that they sleep good at night, because all these situations has helped me elevate myself to a point that I can't think like that anymore, and I don't think like that anymore. I don't wish any ill will on anybody. I just hope that they come to the realization of what they did instead of what everybody else did. I have no problem being accountable for the things that I did. And I think that added up to our second Huffy Talk, which was maybe about 6 months later. So if nobody's familiar with this story, I'm pretty sure everybody that's listening is, because once they see this podcast out, everybody's going to tune in to hear this stuff. This is the God honest truth, guys. I don't have nothing to hide. I don't have any relationships to protect anymore.
Nope.
This is 100%, and it feels good to be able to get this stuff off my chest, because as it was going down, I really hope people understand me as a business owner. I had to take myself out of it as an entity, as Frank Downstar as an entity, because that would make the business look a certain way, as it did anyways. But I had to take myself out of the equation. So if I wasn't defending myself, if I wasn't coming on, posting up, combating people, you know, what's the line from Jay-Z? He says, "Don't argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who is who." Nope. You know, and I let myself get slipped up. I had some arguments with fools. I looked at it from the outside looking in. I was like, damn, that shit makes me look bad, because I'm actually entertaining this person, you know? So,
hey, you remember when that squirrel fucker was, yeah, I love it. Go fuck yourself, you squirrel fucking cunt. Do you remember when that squirrel fucker was trying to do like his own Huffy Talk?
Yeah.
And he killed your platform, because I know he had something to do with it, because he's a mutt. He killed your platform, tried to do exactly what you were doing, and then completely stopped.
Yeah.
So he took a beautiful, organic thing that was going on in this community, this sport. He ruined it for his personal gain. He drops merchandise.
Yeah.
And then just completely gets away. Just completely abandons it.
So we're gonna get to that, because that's where a lot of shit happened right there. So 2017 summer, that happens. After that, I'm kind of like, you know, I didn't ever get the page back, because whoever hacked it, they kept it. I was able to start a new Huffy Talk page, and then that just grew because people wanted the show to go on. You know, so that page,
I forgot who had it.
Yeah, that page started growing, and I was just thinking, like, you know what, this is such a headache, bro. I'm not even getting paid for this. It's not doing anything for me. There's so much negativity following it. Why am I going to use my connections that I've met over these years, that I've put myself in uncomfortable situations, going to these people, talking to them, you know, like, hey, what's up, man? I'm Frank, you know, building these relationships for everybody else who really didn't appreciate it.
Nope.
You know, I'm not gonna. I don't want to talk shit. I'm just telling facts. I was very excited to have Norris on there, and he and I have spoke after this. We've squashed everything from what I know. You know, I don't have no problems with Norris, but he was actually driving when he planned to do the Huffy Talk, so it was choppy. Fast guy. I had him on twice. He was fucking around. His Wi-Fi was off. Farrell was drunk the whole time, fucking around, opening the door with Caesar in the restroom. These are all guys that I've tried to give the platform to take them seriously, to hear their story, and to ask them questions. So this is how I felt like Huffy Talk was being treated. I'm trying to give my information out there, my connects, to give back to the community. But these guys that I'm reaching out to, this is where they're treating it. So when that happened with you, I was just like, I got a business to run. I got a family. I don't need to be doing this shit. So we took a hiatus. Yep. And can you tell what ended up happening, you know, the rest of 2017 coming into 2018? Maybe with you, like, did that shit ramp up after that, or?
Man, listen, I seen all these pussy boys at the track a whole bunch of times. No one said shit to me. No one touched me. I'm not surrounded by. Listen, Frank, we all have gangsters, friends. We all have that dude that's willing to ride out for you. Those people, I left at home.
Yeah.
Because I can handle my business too. I can handle my business. So I never took it as a threat. That's why I don't have friends in this thing, this racing thing. I don't have any friends. The only friends are my family, and that's gunners. That's it, bro. Can't emphasize more. I don't look out for people, random people. I don't look out for families. I look out for gunners. I look out for gunner families. I only care about them. I'm not trying to save the world. I'm only trying to save gunners. But after that bullshit happened, when they hacked it, nothing came about it. Just more memes, more drama, more trolling. And while they were doing that, I was eating.
Yeah.
I was eating.
And that page ended up turning into another page where that page would just post memes about the whole community. And since that page had, you know, like 15,000 followers or what have you on it, which were,
they couldn't get deleted.
Yeah, a lot of them were the race community, and they laughed, they fed along with it, and they just enjoyed whoever they were dragging that day, which a lot of the time it was
that
you. I don't want to even mention the name.
Yeah, fuck them. That page, that page was sent out with the code to about 4 or 5 different people.
Gotcha.
And they would take their turns. You seen it in the way that the captions were wrote. You know what I mean? You seen the different styles of memes. And they were just sharing it in a group text.
Yeah.
And people would take it and they would attack me. They would attack whoever they wanted to attack at the time. But while they were doing all of that in group texts and texting each other, like, I'm telling you, I was building cars, going fast, breaking records, selling merch, you know? And it's funny, man. It's funny. I see these people still.
Yeah.
I see them. Nothing happens.
Yeah. I think most of the reason is that you're taking the things that you've learned from your childhood and where you grew up and applying that to everybody else and thinking that that's the way that their honor system works. And I've done the same thing too. And that led us down this road that we're going down now, which made me wake up like, yo, everybody doesn't think the same way that I do.
No.
You know, honor doesn't mean the same thing to others as it does to me.
These motherfuckers got no morals. I remember how many people turned their back on you, bro. I remember the laughing. I remember the people that you would call me and be like, bro, I just helped this dude a few months ago. Look at what he's writing about me. I remember all of that. And what did I tell you? It's like, keep fucking gunning, bro.
Yeah.
Keep gunning. And that's exactly what you did. You created this new platform. You got into a positive aura. You went and focused back into your family, back into your business, and look how life's going now.
It's beautiful, and that's a
It's
lot of this
beautiful.
reason I really I don't regret a lot of it because it led me into this space that we're in today. So that
Yeah.
was so go back 2018 now. We're in 2018. Huffy Talk was down for 6 months or so, something like that. And then you're doing your thing. Everybody's doing their thing. You're doing your thing. You're selling merch. Probably about the same time that that hoodie came out.
Yeah.
You know, you're selling merch. These drops are coming out. I'm keeping an eye on you, and I'm just like, damn, this is dope. Every Friday, he's coming out with a new drop. He's coming out with merch. His supporters, I see the group growing. I see his followers growing. I'm like, that's dope, man. I love that. You know, I'm trying to be more positive about things, looking at things more positively, right? So then I decide to bring back Huffy Talk. So I make a trailer for it. Everybody's fucking stoked on it. Oh yeah, hell yeah, gonna bring it back. I think the first guest that we had back was Javier Ortega from H Day OGS. We had him on. So guys, these are huge names that we were having on the platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have Javier, a couple other people. We even had Sawspot on there. And then we decided to do another podcast or another Huffy Talk with you. And at this time, I had grown a relationship with O from Nice Ones. So O was there with you that day that you did that one, right? So he actually had the login, and he's the one that logged in.
Yep.
So you never even
Yep.
knew the password once again.
Never and that's what I wanted to emphasize on. I don't want the password. Because if I don't know it, hey, Aki, can't point your finger at him.
So fast forward from the last one to the first one, that was about 6 months. In those 6 months, you had went at it with a few more other people. Norris was one, Sawspot was one. Those are from my memory. But I just remember you and I agreed, okay, we're going to do this again. We're going to do this again. And then your thing was like, I'm going to air everybody out that I couldn't air out before. Me, same thing on this platform. Say whatever you want to say, but you're responsible for what you say. This is a platform. This is a stage. This is a mic. Say whatever you're going to say.
So I could have sold something on here. I could have promoted something on here, or I can attack people.
You could have rapped. You could have did whatever you. This was your window. Everybody knew what Huffy Talk was. You could ask questions about their sexual preference, what bed they have, whatever you wanted to ask them. It didn't have to be about cars, because at the end of the day, that's why I didn't call it anything car talk, because I wanted Huffy Talk to be an ambiguous name, just like Downstar, where it can turn into anything. So we have this discussion. We're going to do this Huffy Talk. All right, cool. You're like, this is going to be big. I'm going to fucking drag these people. I said, hey, you're going to do whatever you're going to do. But isn't that what I said? Because people think that we had a master plan that you and I were going to get together and you're going to drag all these people. And I'm like, yeah, fuck them, drag them too. I said, this is your time, dude. I said you could do.
No, you hyping me up. Keep going, man.
All right. So we make the flyer, putting it out. So this motherfucker is a marketing genius, guys. Every day, it was that the guy with the CRX, the little guy with the CRX, another guy that you were dragging, because every single day you had another person that you were dragging. So the Huffy Talk was on, say, Thursday, what have you. We would release it on Monday. Monday you drag something. Tuesday you drag something. Wednesday you drag something. It was like a few days, and I'm just like, fuck, dude. Because my phone is blowing up. Everybody that you're dragging is blowing me up.
Don't let him do it.
Don't let him say this, you know? So what Huffy Talk was, for everybody that doesn't know, I would be in my garage, go live every single night, chilling, smoking, hanging out. 5-10 people. We're just bullshitting about the day. Every single day, and we would pick up the convo, and then we would talk about something, pick it up from the next day. Always the same people. So they were like following it, and it was just a group of hangout. And we're like, man, we should call this shit something one day. And we're like, let me see. So I came up with the name Huffy Talk because we had the Huffy bike hanging in the back. So I started the Instagram, and then we just kept doing lives. And then the idea came to start adding people, and that's where Huffy Talk started at. So that's the idea where Huffy Talk eventually turned into this, Downtime with Downstar. So I'm getting called by all of these fucking people. And at nighttime, I'm going on live, smoking, and I'm like, damn, Thursday's going to be crazy. The earlier in the week, I'm co-live with Daniel. I'm going to call him Daniel. We're Daniel. We're both smoking, laughing, because we've had a relationship since 2012. You know, he came over to the booth as a fan at IBOC, and he's like, hey, man, I like your brand. You should come out to Honda Day, because it was Honda Day at the time. So he's the one that told me about Honda Day. I had actually met Javier the SEMA before that, but I kind of just didn't put two and two together until like Daniel was telling me, you got to come out. So I was like, all right, cool. So we were cool from back then, right? Cool enough to be doing co-lives. Because like, oh, you're on, bro. What's up? Jump on. Oh, yeah, that shit's crazy. I don't know. We'll see what happens Thursday. You know, you drag the guy with the CRX. Oh, shit, that's fucking crazy. You're talking with Norris. Oh, shit, that's crazy, you know? But when his name got brought up, switched.
Yep.
Yo, you're my homie, and you're going to let this guy on and drag me? I said, bro, I don't know what the fuck this dude's doing. You had your chance on here before him. Everybody else that's on here, they've had their chance before. It's only right that this dude gets his chance. Now, if you guys, I don't know what happened between you guys, but from what I found out, or from what I gather, is that you guys had a problem, you guys squashed it, and then when you were dragging Norris, he was jumping on and like egging on Norris, putting himself in the mix.
Yeah, he put himself into the fire. Let me tell you something about Dan Fuckboy Saucepot, Squirrel Fucker. That guy is the biggest fraud this sport has ever seen. He is the king of throwing rocks and hiding his hand. He acts like he's a deer in headlights. He don't know what's going on. Why is he attacking me? Why did he say this? What's going on? Motherfucker, you know what's going on. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's why we went to war with him, me and my gunners. He lost 10,000 followers. This cocksucker called AEM.
Well, we'll get to that. Because it's a build-up.
Well, then land your plane, buddy. Land your plane.
So it's a build-up.
Yeah.
So the day you're dragging Norris, he's blowing me up, calling me, telling me things about his lawyer, you know? And I'm just like, fuck, dude, I'm not trying to get lawyers involved. Like, what kind of shit is this, you know? So then I'm telling you, like, dude, like, you got to chill out, bro. Like, this dude's telling me about he's going to call his fucking lawyers. And then he's telling me, what are you guys, butt buddies? He told me that. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck, dude? At this point where I'm at, I could have said, I looked at this both ways. I said, all right, I can tell Aki we're not going to do the show anymore. That's not going to make you happy, and it's not going to make your following happy, right? For what reason? Because these guys. So I'm having loyalty to these guys, right?
Yeah.
But these guys didn't understand. If I had loyalty to them, I'm opening up myself to get attacked. Because now I'm pussy. Because I'm backing up just because these guys said something. Mind you, my platform is neutral. I'm not backing you up in anything you're saying. I'm not co-signing anything you say. I'm giving you the time to talk about what you want to talk about. Getting everybody hitting me up. Yo, dude, just wait. It's not going to be that big of a deal. You know, you can be on there. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about after this live. If you guys want to do one in the future, we'll do one. It's no fucking biggie. If you talk shit, you talk shit. You just have to be able to defend what you talk shit. That's how I see it. Right?
Yep.
So then then it comes the next day when Daniel's dragging comes and you're going at him full force. I don't want to see any of that towards me because I'm like, fuck, dude. you are in destroy mode. And I've seen you in destroy mode before. And for me to back up my word, or to go back on my word, to defend these guys who have been dragging you publicly, it's not a good look. And I felt that if I did that, then you and the Gunners were going to turn on me. I was in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
So I said,
you were in a hard place.
I was in a hard fucking place. Having Daniel texting me, giving me the biggest guilt trips. I still have the texts in my phone, but I don't do that kind of shit. Biggest fucking guilt trips, right? I feel bad because I'm like, damn, this is my friend, dog. He's about to get it, but I understand, dude, because he's egging an enemy of your enemy, dude. Like, you can't egg him on because that makes you look a certain way, especially if you guys squashed it. So you get on. And then you go from there. You can tell your side from it. That was me up to the point. Give O the login, and me just like, fuck, man, whatever.
I don't really remember exactly how it went, but I remember that I was on my vigilante shit. You know what I mean? I was exposing the truth because I let these guys talk all the shit that they wanted. I let them bash me, and then I was like, okay, now I'll address everyone in just one live. And that's exactly what happened. And a lot of drama came out of it, but it didn't affect me. It didn't affect me one bit. If anything, it made me bigger because I wasn't, bro, who goes to war with these kind of names?
Yeah.
P Racing, Sauce Spot, companies, famous racers. Like I go to war with them because I don't agree with them. That's one. Two, they throw rocks and hide them. I remember the first time Norris subbed me. It was a sore spot photo.
Mm-hmm.
I just broke my car. I 1-to-1 and hurt my car in Florida. Sore Spot posted a picture of fuckboy Norris like this. So they were trolling me.
Yeah, I remember that picture.
I was and then they said, Norris always points the gun. Really? I've never seen. Like, that's my signature. Like, that's the gunner's signature. But whatever, man.
Yeah. So after this podcast finishes, I thought it was good. You talked about what you had to talk about. The things that you talked about, it made sense. Everything made sense of why you were upset with these people. And they're all grown men. If that's the way that they want, if that's what they wanted to do, if they wanted to sub you and troll you, it is what it is. I'm not judging them. But you can't deny it when somebody asks you, like, yo, were you subbing him? Yeah, fuck that fool. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. You know? Yeah. See you at H Day. Yo, what's up? You subbing me? Yeah, I don't like the way you move, dog. Just get out of here. All right, whatever. Yeah. It is. This isn't the streets. It is what it is. But you have to stand behind the things that you say.
Exactly.
So after this happens, Daniel goes on live with Fast Guy, and they're just dragging me and just talking shit. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. You're mad right now because you got exposed. That has nothing to do with me, B. I didn't do it. I didn't say those things. You put yourself in this situation. And then when I seen Fast Guy egging him on, that really bothered me because that was a guy that I got behind. Before Fast Guy, he didn't even have a title sponsor before Downstar. And when we title sponsored him, I told him exactly how much we were going to give him for exactly how many events, and he wasn't happy with that, I guess, and he wasn't cool with me. But then I ended up seeing him at another event. I went up to his pit and I said, yo, what's up, bro? I hear things on the street. Like, is everything good? People are saying that I ripped you off. And then, no, everything's good. That's it, bro. Everything's good. Yep. That's cool. Right. But then he jumps on with Sauce Spot. They start going back and forth and feeding the fire. I'm like, damn, that's crazy because that's my buddy. And this is a guy that I've given like over $3,000 cash to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. You know, at the end of the night, I'll still have the text right here. I text Daniel. I say, you know what, man? I know you're upset right now, but I don't like something. I don't want this to ruin our friendship. We'll talk about it later. Never, ever text me. after that. And his thing was that he was just gonna badmouth me any chance he could, and I got a lot of that for months after that.
Yep. Yeah, I remember people kept bashing the company. People kept just whatever, just trending into negativity. And I sat back and I was like, wow, I warned Frank Downstar about Soft Spot. I warned you. I remember warning you, bro.
Yeah.
This guy's a piece of shit, man. I'm telling you, I see the hidden agendas, man. Now everything is, what you gonna do now? You see what I'm saying, Frank? There's no fucking substance. There's no fucking racing.
We're getting there.
What's he gonna do now? These people have no substance. They can't survive without the track being open. Who the fuck is Soft Spot if he doesn't go live? He's a fucking mutt that fucking does the gardening in his house in Long Island. Go fuck yourself.
All right, so let me finish painting the picture, Doc. Right?
Jesus, you still painting the picture?
Yeah, because there's so much I've never even talked about. Okay, so then I get a text right after it's done. I want next. Who texts me that? I want next. Farrell texts me. I said, all right, bro, I have somebody lined up next, but let's talk in the morning and we'll work it out. I had no bias. I even told you. You said you could have Farrell on after. I don't care. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then the next morning when I wake up, they already start with their bullshit and they're going to do their halal talk, dissing me and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And then remember, you know who I felt bad for, Frank? Alex from Humble. Remember Fuckboy Soft Spot was going live at the same time as Huffy Talk and taking the viewers away?
Yeah.
Fucking poor Alex, man.
And that was a good story, too.
That dude had like 100 people on, bro.
He was there with his daughter talking about his life and everything, but the spite that Daniel had against me.
Yep.
From what did I do? I was in a hard spot, bro. I'm sorry I couldn't cancel the show. I apologize. Yep. You know?
Yep.
I'm sorry I couldn't do it. But took away because of his anger with you. Mm-hmm. He took away from the humble performance, Huffy Talk that we were doing. And just
that's who I felt bad for, Alex from Humble, man.
And it was maybe 6 months or so that it's just all of this bullshit. It was just building up. I never had a chance to defend myself. I stepped away. I dealt with so many attacks, bro. So many people were fucking attacking me. People were changing up on me. People that I've helped out. People that I've given product to. You know, they all switched up on me, dude. And it made me feel shitty, bro.
Crazy, bro. I remember, bro.
That shit made me feel shitty. I had the fucking... I'm sorry, dude. I'm taking this podcast over, but it all intertwined.
No, you got to vent, bro. People want to hear this because they always think I'm the one that's doing exposing and I'm potentially lying or I'm just always in fight mode. But
so 2018 was a really rough year for me. At the beginning of the year, I had somebody leave the shop, left me high and dry, you know, and I lost like what most people make in a year, got stolen from me. I don't know who took it. I don't know what. Then all this shit happens. I start noticing that these friends, all my friends, these are my homies. These are my homies. I got them right here on my phone. I text them all. These are my homies. That list dropped to fucking nothing, bro. Because when all that shit was going down, there was like a handful of people, probably less than that would hit me up, right? I'm angry, bro. I'm angry. I'm hurt inside. I can't defend myself. So I'm just fucking pissed. Say, when I see this motherfucker, I'm pressing him. I don't give a fuck where, when, what, I'm pressing him. Come to find out, Daniel's coming to Cali. Perfect. I'm pressing you, dog. I'm pressing you because you keep going on live. You keep talking down on my name. You know who I am as a fucking person. But you keep talking down on my name, bro. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So, we pull up to Fontana, the event. I forget the name. DRN, maybe. He's going out
East
there.
versus West.
He's there. West or East Coast guys are there. Pull up, fucking hearts beating, dog. I'm ready to go. Because when you say all that shit about somebody, you better be ready to go too. Pull up, pass people in my BMW, big old Downstar on the side. Pass them, park, hop out, go straight to him. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? This man raises his hand, tries to dap me. Yo, what's up, Frank? On live. I said, nah, bro, we got to talk. He's like, well, let's talk right here. Puts a camera in my face. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that, bro. We ain't doing none of that internet bullshit. You're going to talk to me like a man. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are listening to this heard that video because that video was what was out on online. He put that video out, of course, because he wants to get, clicks and stuff for it. Whatever, I understand it. He said, I was watching one of old Huffy Talks with Ron Bergenholtz, and one of his comments popped up, and it said, you're right, drama does sell. That was one of his comments, and it just all clicked to me. I'm like, all right, cool. You feed into this drama. I'm not trying to feed into any drama. I'm coming to you straight up, no phone out, no nothing. Let's go talk, bro. So we go out, and finally puts the phone down. All right, let's go talk. We talk about it, and we're talking, and I'm like, dude, you put me in a fucked up ass position. Either I'm going to get dragged by the gunners, or I'm getting dragged by you. You're supposed to be my homie. I'm in a fucked up position. And I never thought about it because you didn't think about it from anybody else's point of view but your point of view. And that you can't do things like that, dude. So then it gets to a point where he's done with the convo. And I said, I'm not fucking done talking. And he's like, oh, whatever. And he walks away. I said, you know what? That's because you just have a bitch-made mentality. I told him that. He turned around and I seen his eyes light up. What'd you say? He walked up to me. Nobody's watching me. It's just me and my boys watching, but they're standing away, right? So he walks up to me, and he's like, what'd you say about me? And he's pressing his hat into my head like that. Or his head into my hat. What does that mean to you, bro?
Oh,
it's go time. It's go time, right? Raining outside. I'm just putting the settings, right? I'm not a fighter, bro. You put me to that. You push me to that limit. We're going. I swung on him. I missed. I slipped. Right when I got up, threw my jacket off, he was 10 feet back. First thing he says is, I came 3,000 miles for this, runs back, and there's like a bunch of people behind him. Anything else that happened, but after that, I don't know what happened. I was in go mode. I was ready to fucking go. I wasn't caring who was recording. I didn't care who was watching. I was fucking pissed. I let somebody trick me out of my situation, and I could have lost it all right there.
Yep.
And that was my fuck up. I should have never did that. Sheepy came. Sheepy gets me and says, dude, you're going to fuck everything up. You need a chill. I said, nah, fuck that fool. I was pissed, dude. And I haven't been that pissed in so long. And then Alex, I said, you know what? Grab him. Let's go talk. So he grabs Saucebot. It's me, him, and Alex talking. And we're talking. I said, you know what? I'm just pissed. And now both of them are trying to calm me down. Frank, it's chill, man. Don't worry about it. It's all good, dude. Let's just drop this. I'm like, all right, dude. It's all good. Squash it, right? That shit was done with me.
Okay.
I'm at my car chilling that day, walking around the event the whole day. He's there. I'm there. I see him. Whatever. It's all good because we squashed it.
Yeah.
We squashed it, right?
Yeah.
Get home. Fucking internet is a frenzy from his video that he put out. If he would have never put out that video, everything would have been squashed then. But his excuse for it all was like, I just put it up. I never said anything. So he just kept stirring the pot after we squashed it. And I'm like, come on, dude, we can't squash things and then keep having beef. So then
I'm sorry to cut you off, but doesn't that sound familiar to my story?
We're getting to that right now.
Okay.
Right? So then we go to the first H day after all of this shit happens, which I believe is the first one that I'm able to be at because we got married and we didn't go to the first one. So then the second one was New Hampshire. Go to New Hampshire. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I don't know what the fuck the temperature is going to be like. I don't know if everybody's going to try to fight me. I don't know if I'm going to have to fight Saucebot. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Chilling with the reason I'm saying all these fucking names and all these people, you can go ask them right now. Chilling with Matt Monday, you know? We're chilling outside of the Four Piston trailer. Saucebot comes up. Oh, what's up, man? Yo, I hope we could squash all that. I'm like, yeah, it's all good. Squashed it right there, right? Squashed it again, dude. I'm done with it because by this time, my mentality for everything has changed. I realize people aren't fucking with me no more. I realize I don't have the friends that I thought I had anymore. I got to move on. So when he comes and wants to squash it, I'm like, all right, that's all good because we already squashed it in my head. So if you have a problem with me still, that's with you, bro. I wish you peace. And that was the same weekend that you were there and you brought out the car. So that's my piece.
Yeah.
So tell your...
It's real funny because Four Piston loves you. And from what I collected, he was upset that they support you. So what this guy does is whoever he has a problem with, he reaches out to these media outlets. I mean, he reaches out to these companies and he says that this person is XYZ.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing that happened with AEM.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, well, I was upset on a live one day because this guy, he just doesn't get it. He's always talking shit. He's always letting people talk shit about me on his page. He has no kind of fucking respect for anyone but himself. And he's a selfish piece of shit. So one day I was on live. I aired him out. I'm like, we're at H-Day. I'm racing. H-Day gives him the phone to record for their live. My gunners are flooding the live. Yo, show us Aki's car. Show us Aki's car. This dude stopped showing my car during passes. Blatantly blocking me out of the live. So all the gunners messaged me. I was like, yo, what's up with your man, bro? This dude is corny. Like, that's not even his page. He's mad. Like, you can't be biased with the events page. Yeah. They just asked you to go live. Whatever the case may be. Listen, this guy is a negative piece of shit. He's got hidden agendas. He bashes everyone that he so-called is supposed to be cool with behind their back. He bashed I Shoot You. He bashed Jamie Marsh. He bashed everyone that's pure. He bashed them. And you know what's funny? When it happens to other people, that's when I get the phone call like, yo, you were right. Motherfucker, I don't want to be right.
Yeah.
But when I'm going to war, you got to back me up too. Because this guy's going to do it to you. But I will never say his name again after today. Never, because he's irrelevant. This dude's a mutt.
Yeah.
And the world will find out on its own.
Yeah, I don't tell all of this stuff to sway anybody's thoughts. This is my true story. This is everything is facts, and you guys can look up these facts. To this day, how I feel about him, I wish him the best, and I hope he lives a great life, but our paths don't have any meaning of being... We're not on the same road anymore. So whatever you're doing, I wish you the best, but I'm over here. And it's cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm over here with so many other people.
Yeah.
So it's cool, man. I don't want to put any negativity out there, but I never had a chance to tell my side, you know?
You know what? I'm glad you got to tell your side because a lot of people were making fun of the slip, the swing, all of this. It was raining, whatever the case may be, right? We'll never talk about this guy again. Let's both agree on this.
Yeah.
We'll never have to tell this. I'll leave this message to him. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care if you win or lose. Go be on with your life. The world will filter through you. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, same, dude. You know, I just wish you best. I wish you happiness, and I wish you clarity in your life. You know, but so let's talk about that. You ended up losing your sponsorship with AEM because of that problem that you guys had. So how did you feel about that?
I felt betrayed by AEM, and I love Lawson. We had a great conversation after that. I was supposed to go I was supposed to meet up with him a few times. Me and my old lady, him and his old lady, and we were supposed to have some dinner and wine. And for him to take a media outlet side that has always been biased, and they drop me like a bad habit after I was cheerleading. Do you know how many fucking AEMs I've sold? Do you know how many people I've converted from different ECUs to AEM?
Mm.
Do you know the praise I used to give AEM when they sponsored me? And to break world records on that, and then for some piece of shit that's always in drama media outlet to ruin that relationship, especially business.
Yeah.
So AEM did me dirty. I lost a $6,000 sponsorship, and I believe AEM acted inappropriately and premature. They should have reached out to me and said, Aki, you're our sponsored guy. A lot of people are running our stuff because of you. What's going on with this dude?
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you. And then your decision should be made. But I was never granted that opportunity.
Yeah.
So I lost. I cried when I got that sponsorship. I went to my brother's gravesite, James, God rest his soul, and I said, bro, we did it. We got AEM. I'm sponsored by AEM Electronics. And I'm sitting there at the grave, and as God is my witness, I started crying. And I'm like, yo, I've came a long way, man. I've came a long way, bro. I can't believe this. And to lose that one hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah, I could tell because when you came back, the next, so that was the weekend. So that Monday when you were on your vengeance, I could see that you were hurt, and I could see that some of the moves that you were making. Me now in this time that I've changed, looked at things from a different point of view. It was one of those things where I was just like, I don't know if this is the best way to be doing things now. You have a very positive movement that's going on right now. Don't get tricked out of your situation like I got tricked out of mine. So tell me about that, because I was watching it go down, and then something changed in you, and you said, I'm done with this.
So what we did was I told the gunners we're going to war. And whenever the gunners hear that we're going to war, they gear up and they defend and they stand up and they expose. So I told them we were going to war with that dude, and he lost almost 10,000 followers. He started blocking people. He started reporting pages, so on and so forth. But again, I'm going back to that analogy of throwing rocks and hiding your hand. That's the majority of racing. These dudes sub you. These dudes pretend to be your friends, and then they act like they don't know what's going on when you press them. The same way that happened to you. When you pressed him, he was dumbfounded. What do you mean? What happened? What are you talking about? Bro, what do you mean what I'm talking about? You had people saying that they should throw my bolts out. Like, you had people saying OEM is better. Like, you were promoting the downfall of my company. How my child is going to go to college. How my wife should retire and stay home. That's goals. Isn't that goals, Frank?
Yeah, and that's true. That's exactly true.
Isn't that goals? The old lady stays home. The son goes to college. You and the old lady live a beautiful life. You are trying to diminish that. Now, when I pressed you, you said, I don't know what you're talking about. With you.
Definitely.
You right now. But I'm glad. Let's get away from this, because I could possibly snap and say some real ignorant things.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen, dude. And anybody listening right now, I don't want you to go to any of these guys and defend us on our behalf. Just let it be. You know, if any of them ever want to have a conversation, they all have my phone number. We could talk about things, but I don't want to talk unless and you've reached some sort of maturity and we're thinking on the same level. I've it's not anything that I choose to relive again. You know, I don't want to do this podcast so people don't fuck with them. You know, fuck with them. That's cool. I just never had a chance to tell my side. And the way that I seen your stuff going down, I saw so many parallels. One parallel was when you got snitched on, you lost your sponsorship, and people were looking bad at you. That made me think that maybe the overall morale and morals of the community aren't aligning with me as a man, so I gracefully have to step back. I have to step back and show love to the race community from the outside, because if these are the morals that are accepted, I can't really be a part of it when I could be a part of the podcasting, the show side, going to other events, doing other and spending my time over there, because it's just in me, I can't condone those kind of things. You know? So it made me realize that this probably wasn't the place that I needed to put a lot of my time in, if this is the morals.
Yeah. I don't, in my opinion, as your friend, I don't think any of those people we discussed in this cast should have the opportunity to even speak to you anymore, bro. I swear to God, Frank, if I'm going to give you a little bit of inspiration, these people are beneath you, bro.
Yeah.
Don't even answer that phone you got sitting next to you, dude. Don't do it, man. These people are never going to change.
Yeah.
They're already old. Old people don't change, bro. They're set in their ways, like me. I keep trying to become positive, but I'm set in my ways to where I address negativity.
Yeah. And I could
Keep people out of your life is going great, dude. Don't give them the same equal opportunity that you give Ed Bergenholtz.
No, they would never be on the platform. That's totally different.
No, listen to me. You gotta go with the laws of power, bro. If you kill the voice, no one can hear it. That's what they were trying to do with you. Kill Aki's voice, no one will hear it. But then what they couldn't understand and fathom is, you're a man of your word. I gave that man my word. He's been promoting since Monday that he's going on Thursday. How do I tell him day 4, hey, can't do it? What? You know?
Because you would have just went on your live and everybody would have went over there.
It would have been more disrespectful. I don't respect... I want to try to get this to go into the positive of all the good stuff that this movement does. But bottom line, Frank, I hope I know you another 30 years. I hope we interact more. I hope you come here to visit. I go there to visit my kids, your kids, whatever it's going to be, man. Yeah. There's never anything that's going to come in between us again. Ever. This arguably one of the greatest EKs that's ever going to be built. Arguably. It can be put up there with some of the best. Is flooded with Downstar. And I begged you to pay.
Yeah.
And you said, BB, I got it. I want to be a part of this theme. Yeah. I want to be a part of this Kobe tribute. I said, Frank, you sure? I want to pay, bro. BB, I got it. I left you alone.
We're going to get to the positive because there's a lot of positive to go, but there's just a couple things that I still got to ask, right?
Go ahead.
What was the situation with the GoPro after the race at World Cup with Jamie?
Fuckboy Kevin. So let me tell you something about these people, bro. These people cannot believe that I'm this successful. And I hate to keep tuning my own horn, I really do. But it is my fucking podcast today, right? These people cannot understand how successful and how fast this has become. Um, Kevin Forbanger put a GoPro in Jamie's car. JBRE is a bunch of other fuckboys. Pepsi, I used to idolize him too. He's probably one of the biggest haters in racing. He's up there with Saucepot, Mutts. Kevin takes the footage out of Jamie's car. Kevin gives the footage to Pepsi. Pepsi gives the footage to Dat Green the fat kid with the red hair, Ginger. He gives him the footage. They put it out to try to expose me as a cheater. Fast forward 2 years later, come to find out, they all said that they were cheating too. And they all showed how they cheated with the fuel.
Okay.
So 2018, 2020, they're saying, oh, we cheated the whole time, you fucking idiots. Facts. The videos are out.
So...
But the thing with Kevin is, I want to touch on Kevin Forbanger. I called him right away when the footage was leaked, and he was on FaceTime with me, and he was with his girl. And I told him, bro, that's some fuckboy shit. Yo, listen, it's Pepsi. That nigga's like a bully. Pepsi took the footage. I didn't give it to him. This guy's a maniac. This guy's this. He has my motor. He's holding my motor. I had to do whatever. I can't believe I got into business with him and this and that. And I said, bro, but where's your morals, my nigga? That's a private conversation. Me and Jamie were talking on the GoPro footage to give you guys some enlightenment. I told Jamie, bro, they're cheating with fuel. And you got me out here getting my ass bust because I'm trying to run legal. Let's mix the fuel and let me fuck these dudes up. Jamie said no. We play fair. They're going to get caught.
Gotcha.
They never got caught. They never got caught. But eventually they couldn't hold the secret so long, they finally exposed it this year.
Got you. Okay. These are I want to ask you these things because I don't want anybody on the opposite side to say that we're not giving you these tough questions, right?
Oh, bring them on. Bring them on.
So the last one before we get to the bright light at the end of the tunnel is the time slip. So if we could go over that situation.
Okay. So the time slip, the reason it doesn't get that much explanation out of me is because I feel as though I'm only trying to prove myself correct to people I already have blocked.
Okay.
That I'm never going to change their train of thought about me, their mindset about me. We go to Texas. This is during World Cup because I'm banned from World Cup because I beat the shit out of Tom Crean. We go to Texas. We finally put the car on 50-50 nitro. We put the big injectors in. It's time to go eights. We're all the way in Texas. If you've been to that track, they do half-mile races. So they have to push the cones back because they roll under the tunnel. So it goes half-mile and then quarter-mile racing goes next. We were up next. We take the car out. The first pass, it bogged super hard. I couldn't get in contact with Jamie because he's at World Cup. So I go into the computer. I put the RPM to 6,000 launch. Usually on big nitro, on these motors, it doesn't really need that much RPM to leave and go hard. You know what I mean? I'm referring to the two-step. Mm-hmm. I go into the computer. I push 6,000. And if Jamie would have saw that, he'd have ripped me a new one. Hey, are you crazy? 6,000? You're going to rip the car up? It's going to spin. The track was in such good shape that it took all the RPM. So when I went and put it to 6,000 launch limiter two-step, the car finally took off well. There's a kid right next to me. that has a 2JZ and a Lexus IS, and his boy was live on Facebook or YouTube, I forget, and they see the pass that I go 8-9. When I get the slip, all it's giving me basically that looks accurate is the ET, which is 8-9, and the mile an hour, which is 154. Okay. So I'm so happy. I post the slip. Everyone starts saying it's fake. Even Stefan Papadakis said it was fake at SEMA. They were talking about me at SEMA. Remember what time this is? This is World Cup Finals. This is SEMA, and this is me in little old Texas, minding my business, trying to become the first 99 millimeter crank in the 8s, and I did it. Yeah. And everyone started bashing and attacking me. I didn't want to let that get to my psyche. Yeah. So I said, no one sees the time slip no more.
Got you.
And that was it. But if anyone thinks that that was a fake time slip, then what happened to the people that were there that attested to the board saying 8-9? How did I cheat? They said that I bought the time slip from a Mustang that was a gunner. There was no Mustang there that was a gunner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They came up with all these different excuses to try to discredit my accomplishment. I drove 28 hours to race, bro. I've spent $4,000 to race. Round trip. Airbnb for 4 other people with me. Food, gas, tolls, everything. I bought a brand new truck.
Yeah.
I bought a 2019 Ram with 13 miles right to Texas. Went right to Texas with the brand new truck. So when people tried to discredit that, I just said to myself, you know what, Muhammad? Are you really trying to change the mind of people you've had blocked for 3 years? You're a fucking idiot. Dude, figure out how to make merch off this. Figure out how to make a drop.
Gotcha.
Like, figure out how to brand around the 8-9. And we did that. And we killed it. When I went 926, I sold 200 hats.
Fuck.
200 hats that said 926 at 148.
Well,
there's no time. There's no time to address every single troll.
I feel you.
That's why I just get them out in a live. I'm sorry.
I feel you. That's why it's good to get all this shit out, because I want to ask you things that I know people are going to want to hear. You know?
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so check this out. So then eventually a couple of days later, Frank, they said that the time slip was real.
Okay.
All right, he did go 8-9. Some people seen the footage from the other guys live. But then they said that I don't really have a 99 4-piston motor.
Got you.
I've got a bigger motor, and I'm lying. So then I said, hey, money talks every single time. Someone come here with $10,000 cash. I have to leave to Vegas soon to retire. I'll rip apart my motor for $10,000. If I lose, if there's not a 99 crank in there, you win $10,000. But if I ripped apart my car for free, you owe me $10,000. But nobody takes the bet when it comes to money, ever. It's never happened. I remember calling out, after 926, I called out any all-motor car in the world. Because everybody was hating when I went 926. I was number 3 in the world. We also branded and sold stuff off number 3 in the world. I said I'll race any all-motor car in the world for $5,000. Do you think that ever happened? When it comes to putting up the money, no one...
I feel you. So, do you even want to touch on the World Cup stuff, or you want to just keep going on?
World Cup is World World Cup is the biggest crock of shit ever. It's made for the minorities to bring in the money and specific people to win those events, and they make over $5 million in that week within that span, and the payouts are awful. And that's all I want to say about that.
All right, well, let's keep it rolling then. So, after all this shit happens, everybody tries to ruin you, everybody tries to drag you. All that did was help your movement grow bigger. So, this is the time we get to with the gunners, the merch, the support you're getting, and the giveaways you're doing and how you give back. So let's go over to that. Tell me what that means to you.
I mean, to be some of these people's heroes or a person they idolize is surreal. I've done so much for them. I've sent people money out of the blue. I've sent people parts out of the blue. They really are my family. You know, we probably have never seen each other in the physical form, but when we DM each other, it's always good night, my brother. Good morning, my brother. I tell gunners I love you personally, like through DM. I love you, brother.
Yeah.
I love you, man. Thank you. We're on the same side. I don't do nothing for the racing community. I can give a shit about the racing community. I can give a fuck about the Honda community. I only care about gunners, bro. And I know you love the positivity stuff. You like doing stuff for the community, but that's your train of thought. My train of thought, I just want to take care of people that got my back.
Gotcha.
Because loyalty is incredible. We can't pay for it. Imagine every time I was right next to you, every single time you had a problem, I was right there. Imagine every time you argued with someone and you were wrong, but I was right there. No, he's right. What happened? What's the problem? That's a great feeling. And I don't ask you for nothing. It's just genuine love. Now picture that with 5,000 plus people. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we look out for each other. We take perfect example. Today, a gunner got called out for a money race in Florida. They called him a broke motherfucker. We went live. So if you know, you know. If you're watching, you're watching. Oh, your fucking gunner's broke. All right, I'll send him $1,000. He'll race you tonight. I told the gunner, if you win, keep 800, send me back 1,200. Because I sent you the 1,000. Yeah. I'll take $200 for lunch for me and 40 for the week.
Yeah.
Keep $800 profit. And people went ecstatic. They're like, yo, that's why we fuck with you. Because what are we talking about? Money here? Yeah. That shit comes and goes, bro. I told you when I retired, I had $140. I'm in a different place now. I'm in a position to help. You're in a position to help. If you do that, whether you, oh man, if we ever want to get into the scientific theory of life or you want to get into the religious theory of life, yeah.
I think we got to do another podcast because there's so much stuff that I want to talk to you about, but we had to get all this bullshit out the way.
Oh, yeah.
The next one, definitely, for sure, dude.
Yeah. William Cooper. You ever heard of William Cooper, the pale horse? The pale white horse?
No.
Please. Find
William Cooper?
William Cooper, former CIA agent. He was murdered. I was listening to it on audio. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Behold the Pale White Horse. Okay. It's banned from every prison, every jail. They won't let people read it. Really? Yeah, you'll love it. I promise you'll love it.
So, this gunner movement, strong. You know, you're at what, like 50-some followers, 50-some K right now?
61,000 plus.
61,000, dude. That's awesome, man. Selling merch all the time. The designs are dope. I like the designs that you come out with.
Thank you.
I just like to see you winning, dude. You know, because every conversation we've ever had, you've always been honest with me, whether it's been a tough conversation to have or not.
Yeah.
You know? We've talked about things off air, and there's a lot of similarities, and I can see a lot of the reasons why you do things. And I'm guessing that you have a lot of feelings and you have a lot of emotions as a person. And that's why sometimes these things that happen trigger you in a way.
I don't like bullies. I don't like bullies. I think people can probably figure that out from when I told my childhood stuff. I'm real rebellion against that. So when I look at some of these people online that are bullies, big names, big follower count, and think they can run my name through the mud, I want to do it in a mental and physical form to fuck you up. You know what I mean? I want to, but I know that I'm winning in the mental.
Yeah.
I'm killing these people, bro. Mentally, they're at home laying down with their wives. They can't even get it up because they're thinking about me, bro. You know what I mean? And hey, I'm a sick motherfucker. I'm a sick motherfucker. God, please help me, man. God,
So
just guide me.
when you gonna see peace, bro? Is that something that you even want? Do you want to see peace?
I got a 5-year plan. I wrote that down here. I wrote like some key points that I don't want to forget. I got a 5-year plan of working as hard as I can. So by the age of 40, I never have to work again. Multiple sources of income. I want to move somewhere in the Midwest, somewhere near the Wyoming area. And maybe just raise my children in a different type of environment. See where, because we know the statistics that's going to happen in Yonkers, New York. I want to make enough money to alter and change that statistic.
Definitely.
So that's my end goal. A nice, beautiful home somewhere in the Midwest, quiet, have to drive to get food. You know what I mean? And I do want peace. I want it every day, but at the same time, I don't want to be weak.
Yeah.
That's why I train my gunners to have a standard. There should be no one to speak to you in that manner. Who are they? What is different? They have a car that goes 9s and you have one that goes 14s, and this guy can talk to you and
Yeah, I feel you. Do you ever feel like ego and pride slow you down from reaching your potential goals?
Well, I've never made this much money and never been this much successful until I learned how to tuck my pride in. I've apologized to a lot of people. It's just, what did they do after the apology?
Yeah.
You know, did they move on? Because you said it. You said it earlier. I don't have the problem. It seems as though you have the problem. But I've never made so much money. I've never been this successful in my entire life until I learned how to become humble, how to help others, and how to sacrifice. I sacrifice time with my family now, yes, because in 5 years, it's all going to be worth it.
I feel you, bro. So let's get into one of the coolest things that I've seen you do. Is the Guncast with you and Vicky.
Yeah, Guncast is spontaneous. It's not really scripted. We take some kind of, people love it. And honestly, the YouTube algorithm isn't great for me right now. But when it clicks, it's going to click. Yeah. But Keep Gunnin, Guncast is strictly made. Those videos make like $27, Frank. That's, that can't even buy dinner nowadays. Yeah. Those videos are strictly made to entertain and just make people happy on a Monday. That's all they are. Gunners, especially on a Monday. You know what I mean? And Vicky has a lot of potential.
Definitely. Definitely.
A lot, but he is so afraid of failing that I believe it's going to take something dramatic to happen for him to fully be successful. He's not going to become successful anytime soon. He's not, because he's afraid of failing. You know what I mean? When I order something, I order it with confidence. You make a bolt, you make it with confidence. He was supposed to drop merchandise last year, but he was always afraid of failing. And when he dropped merch 2 weeks ago, sold out.
Yeah. He was so happy.
And I'm happy
Hell
for him.
yeah.
But he's not ready to become successful until he lets go of that fear factor.
Well, him selling out of the merch, him getting that recognition for it, that's a small victory. And then you get that feeling and you're just like, wow, let me try it again. And when you get that other victory and then you keep going, then these small victories, they add to huge victories in the future. So, I mean, it's just, it's a long road, you know, and it's good that he had this taste of success right here. And hopefully that propels him to want to keep pushing forward and forward.
Yeah. Also, it's kind of difficult for him too, because look who he's behind. He's behind me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm the fucking guy selling a shitload of stuff. I'm the guy that's popular. I'm the guy that's idolized. I'm the guy that's looked up to. He's got the shadow that's casted right under him. It's big. It is big, but he can't be afraid to lose. Yeah. You can't. You're never going to win. It's like going back to basketball. Imagine how many times Jordan was afraid to take the last shot. Would he be Jordan?
Yeah, you're right.
Would he be Kobe? Would he be LeBron? You can't be afraid. Once he lets go of that fear factor, he's going to be a whole nother animal. Because his personality is fire.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I really like when you guys get away from talking about cars and just bullshit with each other. That's my favorite part of it, because that's when you see the most genuine interactions, just how you guys are laughing and talking shit. And it's something that I wish I had, you know. I wish I had another podcast where I can do it with a friend and we do it every single week, you know. But nobody's really as passionate about this kind of stuff around here that I am.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what it is? It's hard to get to some place when you don't have the common goal with someone else. You know what I mean? So if you hire an employee right now off the street, a kid that needs $10 to $15 an hour, after the first 2 weeks, you'll start to see the progression decline. He's stagnant. Yeah. He doesn't want to make Frank a lot of money. He doesn't want to produce. He's happy. You know, he gets paid on Friday. Yeah. You know, he's going out the weekend, back to work Monday. You live normal, you're going to get normal shit.
Yeah, I feel you. So let's talk about the, since you had a Guncast, you got the YouTube channel popping. What's the YouTube channel? Just straight Keep Gunnin, right?
Just Keep Gunnin. Yep. Keep Gunnin. We teach, we educate, we let people build the confidence to do everything they thought they couldn't do.
And then you started doing the giveaways.
Yeah, so we're building cars with themes, with personality. You know what I mean? We're building cars that have substance, and what we do is we take it to the extreme. We make everything you ever wanted to do, but you couldn't afford to do it yet, possible, and we give it away.
I love it.
We don't do raffles. I do not do raffles. I think raffles, once the FBI boys catch on to them, a lot of people are going to be fucked. I'm not giving out no warnings, but I do giveaways. So you obtain something, you buy something, you get it. Yeah. Just so happens it comes with a ticket and you can win a car.
So,
and right now we're building
the last giveaway was EG Turbo K Series all-wheel drive, right?
Right-hand drive.
Right-hand drive, too. So let's talk about the next giveaway, which is the Kobe giveaway.
Oh, yeah, Kobe. So Kobe's my hero. Kobe's my number one. It's God, my children, Kobe. You know what I mean? I've got him tatted right here. He's on me, his jersey. And Kobe changed my life in 2008, man. Kobe changed my life in 2008. He did some remarkable things, and I just took on that mentality to just kill shit, kill, 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 kill. And this this build is a tribute to Kobe Bryant, and I'm going to give it away. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dope, man.
Basically it.
And I'm glad to be part of it, dude. I like to see all the things you're doing for the community. Well, even for the Gunners, you know, the Gunners, they're still part of my community. You know, they're as far as the entire Honda community. I understand the place that you're coming from. I understand the mentality you have, and I wish you luck with everything you do, man. And anytime you need any help from me, I'm always here to help out, dude.
No, and I appreciate you for being enthusiastic to help with the build too. It's like because you reached out and you said, "Yo, I got to be a part of this, bro." You know, L.A., Kobe, giveaway, you know, life changing, and to get that support still from a few companies, man, even through all the drama, it means a lot to me. You know, Tri-State, Four Piston, Elite Garage, Action Clutch, YNS Lexan, man, such a small company, man. Husband and wife, they cut Lexan. They try to make an honest living. They're out of Pennsylvania. So underrated. FCS, everyone that helps me, man, like just thank you because the agenda is genuine. The agenda is genuine. It means something. But I'm going to continue to influence. I'm going to continue to change lives. I'm going to continue to give gunners confidence. And I'm glad to have you on my side.
Hell yeah. Likewise, bro. So this is probably going to be one of the longest pods we ever did. And probably one of the most interesting, dude. Yeah,
definitely.
Is there anything else that you want to cover that you missed?
I want to say this before I go. I would love to be on here again in a few months. I really don't want to talk about racing. Maybe we can get into some awesome conspiracy theories. Maybe we can get into government agendas, political agendas. Maybe we can get into that because I get to flex my brain. You know what I mean?
Likewise.
I just hate to be looked at. I hate to be looked at as a kid that just builds dope ass cars or cars. Period. I want to be known for being an intelligent person also. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do that because that's the reason why I did this podcast, man. I want to there's so much stuff that I want to talk about that isn't related to cars because my day is just cars, you know, involved in this community. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but there's so many other things that I'm really interested in. So we definitely need to do that. Thank you for doing this with me. Both of us getting the stuff off of our chest. Once again, I don't want to promote any negativity. Anything that I said was 100% fact. I'm not wishing any ill will on anybody that was mentioned. I wish them the best. I hope that they find peace in their life. And that's basically it, man. So before we get out of here, dude, can you let everybody know where they can find you at?
So it's Ghost Boy Aki on Instagram, and then it's just Keep Gunning on YouTube. The website is keepgunnin.com, KeepGunnin.com. Gunners, I love you so much, man. If you're listening right now, please just know how much I appreciate your loyalty. That's it.
And please show love to the podcast, guys. This is a slow grind, and we're trying hard, man. And I appreciate everybody listening. And big shout out to our sponsor, Heel Toe Automotive. They've been around since 2002, supplying you guys with the best brands from the Honda community. Make sure you guys check them out, heeltoeauto.com. And Aki, thank you, man, for your time. I really appreciate it, bro. And I hate that we had to stir up some of these old memories. But from here on, just positivity and grinding, man. And I wish you the best.
Yeah, thank you so much. All the gunners that are listening right now, please subscribe to Frank's channel, man. I would tremendously appreciate your support for him.
Thank you.
And that's all I have to ask.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Downtime with Downstar 165, and we out. Peace.